And we are live here from Royse Stadium in Tyler, Texas. Yes, you can see us and hear us. That is confirmed. I'm Reese Landon, joined by left by Dr. Herman Howard, and we're back here. Tyler Legacy football against Royse City on this Friday night in the Royse City. It's homecoming, and Tyler Legacy and Royse City, a pair of 2-4 teams going at it. Herman, Tyler Legacy needs this win for sure in the district standings.
Absolutely, Reese. But I tell you what, with homecoming tonight on this Friday, beautiful crowd. I tell you what, it took me about extra 20 minutes to get here tonight to the stadium. I had to park over there on the far side, but you could tell by the atmosphere. So many people are excited that for Tyler Legacy and their homecoming, and also, Reese, a chance for them to improve to 2-1 in district. So this is a glorious opportunity for the Red Raiders tonight on this homecoming.
Well, for Royse City, they come in winless, and when they come in winless, it was a pair of games that really just did not go their way. A lot of points in them. They come in 0-2, but this is why you play the games. And Royse City has athletes all over the field. Tyler Legacy certainly cannot sleepwalk into this one if they want to pick up their second district victory.
Absolutely, Reese. They have to play well on both sides, on offense, defense, and also special teams tonight for Tyler Legacy. Also, when you think about it, they cannot commit turnovers, have to play smart, sound, fundamental football, which I think, Reese, will be the key in this homecoming game tonight.
Well, Royse City has moved the ball a lot this year. The problem has been the turnovers. When we talk about problems on the Tyler Legacy side, it's been against the run, against really good competition. Last week, North Forney gashed them on the ground. They did well against the pass, though. You look at the numbers coming in this year. They haven't even allowed 1,000 yards, much less actually through the year. The pass defense has been really good. When we talk about going into tonight, Royse City is probably going to try to run the football. It's going to be a big challenge for Tyler Legacy to step up and stop them.
Yeah, I think so. I agree with you, Reese, on that one, because for the defense, they have to play both sides with the run defense and also the pass defense. You mentioned about the pass defense for Tyler Legacy, really one of the bright spots on the defense this year. But also, I think for Tyler Legacy, maybe try to force some turnovers tonight, especially between the tackles, and also play more aggressive on the defensive front. I think that could really bode well for Tyler Legacy tonight.
Well, we can't talk about the Red Raiders without talking about Brian Hood, who is currently 7th in 6A in receiving yards, 655 on the year. Herman, the last time we did a game here, 214 yards, and that was on 11 catches. Remember, he had a touchdown called back in that game. If that touchdown didn't call back, he would have set a single-game receiving yards record at Tyler Legacy. He is a threat, and Royse City is going to have their hands full.
Absolutely. I tell you what, that for Hood, he is the X factor. He is really the key and also the MVP of this entire offense for Tyler Legacy this season. He's so well, especially when he makes the catch, especially in open space, and he's so fast. I think that's the difference. He's able to separate between his defenders, and that's why he's been able to have such an outstanding season this year. He is the X factor for this offense for Tyler Legacy, and he is the one player that they have to look out for tonight.
Well, we talk about the passing game. Something to note, Tyler Legacy in both their wins this year, they've gone over 300 yards. Their 4 losses, they haven't gone over $162. So I think the passing game is going to kind of dictate how this game goes tonight.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, Zach Davis has to be the key tonight for Tyler Legacy. 10 touchdown passes, but 8 picks this season. So that's not really a good ratio when you think about it, Reese, as far as your touchdown passes and interceptions. But he's at home, and he's played well at Royse Stadium this season. And also on top of that, we said homecoming. Maybe this will give him the mojo to play and also perhaps have his best game of the season on this homecoming. I think what should be important for him is that he has to get off to a strong start, especially in the first quarter. Remember the last couple of games, he was a little bit shaky in that first quarter and then had to rally the team.
Rockwell Heath, he turned it on.
Yes, he sure did. But now, because of that, and also last week, that was a tough opponent last week on the road. That was a tight spot there. But back here at home, he has to have a key first quarter. I think that'll be the difference in tonight's game.
Yeah, Zach Davis, he has certainly had some big-time highs. He's really played some good football at times this year for Tyler Legacy, and they need all of it from him tonight. He's done a lot with his legs lately, too, and we talk about that mobility, getting out of the pocket, making plays on the move. He had the game-winning touchdown run against Rockwell Heath. Getting him out of the pocket is, something big when you're playing a school like North Forney. But Royse City, they haven't had a great pass rush this year. Clean pockets, you got to think that him, Zay Hood, J.P. Rayner could be clicking early.
I think so. That'll be the key in that first quarter. Test that defense and also with the passing game. And also, he needs protection from the offensive line. He was able to receive that early in this year. We'll see how that will bode well tonight, especially in that critical first quarter for Tyler Legacy.
Well, Royse City and Tyler Legacy, a pair of 2-4 teams. Tyler Legacy with the win, they go to 2-1 in the district, and this is a critical one they need to get. We're going to head to a break here. This is the Wagner Cadillac pregame show right here from Tyler's Royse Stadium in the Royse City. I'm Reese Lane and Herman Howard to my left. We got football coming your way on the other side of this break. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics. Welcome back here from Tyler Legacy's Royse Stadium as we get ready for this one. Royse City and Tyler Legacy. We apologize for the scoreboard that is going to be on the bottom of your screen, at least for some of the game today. You can see it in the bottom left corner of your screen. Once again, I apologize. This will be the only game that it's there. I know it's a little bit of an eyesore. Hopefully, you can still watch unimpeded here tonight. Tyler Legacy and Royse City. Reese Lane and Herman Howard getting you ready for this one is the coin toss at midfield, and see who won the toss. Whoever won the toss deferred. And it looks like Tyler Legacy was the one who did win the coin toss, as their kickoff team is now on the field. Test. Well, hopefully you can hear us wherever you are. For some reason, we are not. Oh, there we go. Okay. We were not getting crowd noise. I think I have it figured out now. We are now getting crowd noise here at Royse Stadium.
There we go.
Once again, I apologize for the bottom left corner of your screen where you can see a slight cutout of the scoreboard. We're hoping that is resolved next week, but we're just going to have to live with it here tonight. Hopefully, it's okay wherever you are. Once again, Reese Lane and Herman Howard, and Tyler Legacy will kick off here to start this game. When kicking off this year, it's only happened once.
Well, Reese, I tell you what, it's a great crowd on hand tonight at Royse Stadium for this homecoming. And also our fans are still coming into the stadium, so this should be a great game.
Here's August Williford to boot it away. It's a short kick dropped around the 25, picked up, spinning out of a tackle, and corralled hard at the 25-yard line. Nowhere to go for Jameel Ward. 1st and 10, Royse City, as they'll start at their own 25 under first-year head coach Andrew Colvin. If that name sounds familiar to the Red Raider fans, it is. He was the offensive coordinator under head coach Kurt Traylor here at Tyler Legacy in 2019 for one season. This is his first year at Royse City. The prior 4 seasons he spent at Rockwall as the offensive coordinator in that high-powered Yellow Jacket attack. So he stays in district. He's bounced between Tyler Legacy, Rockwall, and now Royse City in his first season. So here we go, 1st and 10, the bright, shining helmets of Royse City. Herman, I tell you, they look a little bit like Notre Dame out there.
Absolutely, they sure do.
2 to the right here. Under center, Jamion Richardson, a quick throw into the flat. It is caught by Jameel Ward, who works his way across the 30 and up near the 32-yard line, maybe the 33. Solid gain on 1st down for Royse City.
Well, Reese, when you talk about Ward, their wide receiver, he has 3 touchdown receptions on the season, so he is very elusive in the open field. We'll see how the Red Raiders will be able to counter against him tonight.
Here's a give straight up the middle and pushing for a 1st down across the 35 to about the 37. Royse City uses a big staple of running backs. Did not get the number of the running back there. It might have been Xavier Watson. Quickly to the line of scrimmage, they snap it right up the middle, and breaking out of a tackle, it's Watson. 1st down and more, and he's tripped up maybe a touchdown-saving tackle across midfield.
Oh, that was a big play early. Jackson with the stop for Tyler Legacy with that ankle grab, and you mentioned, VC, saves the touchdown there.
How about that? So 1st and 10 here in plus territory. It's the quarterback Richardson keeping to the left, and he's got a sizable run here inside the 40-yard line, and the Bulldogs offense firing here early.
The Bulldogs off to a great start on offense so far in this contest. Mostly give them credit to the offensive line. They have been tremendous against this Red Raiders defense. We'll see how the Red Raiders will be able to counter, especially from their defensive front early in this game.
Jamion Richardson, the quarterback this year. It's been a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. When he's good, he's been really good. Dual threat option, 9 touchdown passes, but with that, also 9 interceptions. Straight up the middle to give here, and nothing there. Tyler Legacy pushes back on 2nd and short as the ball comes out, but the runner is going to be ruled stopped with the forward progress. That was Daniel Jenkins on the carry.
When we talk about the Red Raiders defense, Reese, one of the players to look out for once again is Nathaniel Kirksey.
Yes, sir.
Leads the team in defensive tackles this season. He's been stellar.
Leads the district as well. 97 snaps coming in. So 3rd and 2 here for Royse City. We'll see if they deploy the run once again. Snap and play action. Looking deep downfield. Got a man wide open, and this is a touchdown for the Bulldogs. Camarion Clark wide open. Nobody in the vicinity, and Royse City has struck quickly. It's 6-0 Bulldogs.
Has to be a blown coverage there, Reese, by the Red Raiders, because I tell you what, Clark, you mentioned he was wide open and made an easy breadbasket catch at about the 10-yard line and just trots into the middle of the end zone for the 39-yard touchdown reception. So it has to be a blown coverage there by Tyler Legacy.
Well, he told you coming in that you can't take Royse City lightly. Their offense has some athletes that can score points as laundry flies here before the extra point. See what the flag is. And it looks like everybody's backing up now. And it's going to be a false start against Royse City.
Well, Reese, that's something that the defensive unit for the Red Raiders will have to have a conversation there on that near sideline with that blown coverage. My goodness, couldn't believe that Clark was so wide open.
So a longer extra point here for Emilio Brito. 18 of 20 this year on PATs. A bit longer for him this time. 25 yards. It's on the way, nearly blocked, but it is plenty true, and actually a very strong kick through by Brito. So the Bulldogs strike quickly. Barely takes them 2 minutes, and they've got 7 on the board. 7-0 Royse City. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics presented by Wagner Cadillac. We're back here from Royse Stadium here in Tyler. Once again, we apologize for the score bug on the bottom left of your screen. Royse City to kick off here, and it's an onside try, squibbing, and it's picked up by Tyler Legacy on the far right sideline. Waiting to get a number. It might have been Christian Jones that time to pluck it out of the air, and I believe it was.
But nonetheless, for the Red Raiders, Reese, they have great field position across their own 40-yard line, so we'll see what the Tyler Legacy Red Raiders will be able to do on their first possession of the game, led by quarterback Zach Davis. We mentioned in the pregame he needs a big performance tonight. He has completed 52% of his passes on the year.
Actually, that was Dwayne Williams. Well, interesting. Royse City is coming out in man-to-man press coverage here. Zay Hood, bottom of your screen, as it's a run straight up the middle. Micah Pearson, the senior, explodes through the middle, and he's got a first down. We've been waiting to call his number. Hasn't had a lot of go this year due to injuries, but a quick start.
It's good to see him, you're right, Reese, out there on the football field, and he comes up with positive yardage on the first play.
These are two offenses that are going to go as Pearson runs straight into a wall that time, a gain of about a yard. Be 2nd and 9. I mean, this is tempo galore in this game. Still press coverage, play action. Davis deep drop. He's looking long, throwing long into coverage. That's pass interference, and there's the flag.
Yes, that was Zay Hood on that far side. Runs a go route at the 10-yard line, and that flag was called. We'll see if that would be a pass interference call against the Royse City defense.
Yep.
And it is.
Well, that was about as easy of a call as you can make, and the man in coverage in Cordarian Powell did not even argue. I mean, he shoved him straight out of bounds. A clear penalty. So here we go, 1st and 10 from the 28. The give is to Pearson, who bounces it outside. He's got a lot of room. Micah Pearson inside the 20 and weaves out of bounds at the 17-yard line.
What a carry by Pearson, and he has made a huge impact right from the jump, Reese. My goodness, on this opening drive, he was able to show his speed to the near sideline and gets a first down for the Red Raiders.
So here we go into the red zone. Davis play action on the slant, and it's batted away. Great play that time by the Royse City defensive back. That's Powell. Looked open. It was a pretty good throw by Zach Davis, but Powell with great coverage.
Powell uses great speed, one-on-one on Hood, and slaps that football away. Good defensive play. Well done.
4 receivers here. J.P. Rayner one-on-one in the slot. Looking left, Davis. He's going to throw left towards the corner of the end zone and misses his man. Outside of the end zone. Was going for Micah Agaya, and now it's 3rd and long.
On that one, Reese, for that situation, Zach Davis, he had his man open, but just threw it a little bit too far in that near corner of the end zone.
So here we go, 3rd and 10. Tyler Legacy certainly will be going into pass mode here. We've seen all Pearson here on drive 1. No Corey Ransom and no Jace Love yet. 3 receivers here, including Agaya in the slot. Zay Hood one-on-one, bottom of your screen. Royse City still playing aggressive as there is some flags flying, and I think Tyler Legacy moved.
Yes, offensive false start called against the Red Raiders, but in a way that's not all that bad, because for Tyler Legacy, that will give them a little bit more room, especially with Zay Hood on the far side.
Did not get a number on that. Tyler Legacy making some movement here before the snap. Out comes Agaya to Caden Brown back into the game. Tyler Legacy is going to go trips to the far hash here. One-on-one coverage everywhere. Rayner the tight end. Davis steps back, looking, throwing to the outside to nobody, and it's nearly intercepted. Miscommunication that time with the intended receivers. There is a flag down on the far side.
Yes, Brown was the intended receiver on that right side, so that penalty will go against the Bulldogs.
Yep, an offsides penalty, so a free play. Davis clearly did not have the right communication with the receiver that time. So what could have been a dangerous play? Tyler Legacy gets all the yards back they lost on that full start penalty. And they'll go same formation here, trips to the right. Everybody evacuates the backfield. Good time for Davis. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to run. Davis inside the 15, the 10. He's near a first down, and he got it at the 6-yard line. Great run by Davis and great protection.
What a gutsy run by quarterback Zach Davis. Could not find an open receiver, Reese, and he did the smart thing. He just tucks the football and runs up the middle and dives head first for the first down at about the 6-yard line.
Yeah, you watch it on your replay. Davis with great protection. The offensive line up front giving him some time. Decides nobody's open. That's a good decision. Inside the 10 now, the Red Raiders. Pierce in the back and gets the give. He is swallowed up right away. Nowhere to run. Royse City continues to stack that box defensively. I mean, they're putting their corners on islands out there as Bo Slaughter, second tight end, is going to check in here.
That was Sebastian Lopez on that tackle there, Reese, as he wraps him up. That was a fine defensive play by the veteran defensive end on the right side.
Tyler Legacy's been pretty good this year in the red zone, an 80% scoring rate. They've scored 10 touchdowns and 15 trips. Certainly looking for one right here. Couple of tight ends. Across the way, here's Agaya as the give is up the middle to Pearson. Micah Pearson nearing the goal line, and I think he's just short.
Looks like he's about a yard short there, Reese, as he picks his way off the right tackle, and he uses his outstanding power. Once again, that's an advantage from the weight room from the offseason. He gets it all the way to the 1-yard line on a good game.
So here we go, 3rd and goal. Wouldn't be surprised if they hammer this one forward. A couple of tight ends again. Bo Slaughter, the slot tight end. Pearson the back. Couple of claps from Davis. Gives to Pearson up the middle, and he did not get it. Actually, the ball might have came out late, but being ruled down is Pearson. Royse City certainly didn't think he was down. And, oh my, they are going to call this a fumble.
Yes, that was Billy Jones with the hit. The left inside linebacker for Royse City. The ball pops out, and it's recovered by the Bulldogs on a huge play. Reese for Royse City on their defensive side in this first quarter.
Well, I didn't catch it. Was momentum stopped? And the returnee must have hit the ground beforehand. I do not have a replay on hand here, but that could have been a lot worse for Tyler Legacy, but it is a turnover inside the 1-yard line. So Pearson coughs it up, and Royse City's got the ball back deep in their own territory.
Like we said in the pregame, Reese, that turnovers will kill you. And I tell you what, because of that, you had the football at the 1-yard line and you cough it up. That was a glorious opportunity for the Red Raiders.
How about that? Royse City gets the football back. Well, they are on the shadow of their own goalposts as they'll have to work out of it quickly here. Jamion Richardson bringing everybody up to the line of scrimmage as it's a give straight up the middle, and just barely getting out of the end zone that time was the back. It might have been Watson on the carry, and I think he lost a yard.
That was almost close to be a safety there, Reese, at the 1-yard line.
And there is an injured Bulldog down on the field. He's now to his feet and hobbling towards the sideline. So no injury timeout will play on. Yeah, hard to get a read. I mean, we are on the complete opposite side of the field right now of where play is going on. And I'll tell you, Herman, those helmets are so shiny, it's hard to get a read on numbers.
Yeah, it is. My goodness, it seems like it's like Christmas time out there.
Royse City under center now as they're just going to pile this one straight ahead. Richardson slips off the left guard for a couple. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and 9. So if you're the Bulldogs here, do you contemplate even passing the football?
I would run it. I agree. Just run it, and because then play field position and let your defense try to do something. Yeah, just run it straight up the middle, get a couple yards, probably get some room for your punter to kick.
Tyler Legacy certainly playing close. Royse City taking down the play clock as they look towards the sideline. There's only 9 seconds on the play clock. Now 7 seconds. Yeah, they're going to have to take a timeout. So a little bit of a miscommunication, and Royse City has to take a timeout. It's going to be 3rd and 9 here out of the break. And Herman, for Royse City, I mean, you can pass the ball, but you risk a safety or an incompletion for no gain, and you're forced to punt from your own coffin.
Exactly. It's a great situation for Royse City to play smart, fundamental football on 3rd down and 9, long to go. And perhaps the best thing to do is just run the football, take time off the clock, and to give your kicker some room to punt back it from his own end zone and play field position. Because you have the lead.
By the way, for Camarion Clark, who led the team in receiving yards and receptions coming in, his 3rd touchdown reception this year is now tied in with Jameel Ward, the team high of 3. So Tyler Legacy's defense back out on the field.
Well, when you think about it as well, Reese, this is a great opportunity for the Red Raiders to try to force a turnover at the 1-yard line. Perhaps put pressure right up the middle. One defender maybe make the tackle and the other one come right behind to try to strip it.
You do have to be careful here. You certainly don't want to allow something that gets over your head. They are playing close, everybody within the 7-yard line. Full house backfield here for Royse City as they shift over. Now 3 tight ends to the right. It's a give straight up the middle, and there is no room to spare. Tyler Legacy's defense digs in maybe a yard actually on that play, but really not substantial progress. And it's going to bring up 4th and 8 from inside the 5.
That was a situation for the Red Raiders on defense in which they were expecting to run, and they were now full. They're only a couple of yards there. And once again, for Royse City, they have a situation to punt from their own end zone. But on the plus side for the Red Raiders, Reese, they'll have excellent field position on the plus side of the field.
Well, Zay Hood is standing at his own 40-yard line, and to be perfectly honest with you, I'd be surprised if we get a punt in the air towards the 40-yard line. Back from his own end zone here, Brito, who drops the snap. It's on the ground. Ball's free. It's up in the air, and now it's going to roll near the 20-yard line. Did he get a foot on that? I believe he did.
Just barely, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. So Royse City, it's not a complete disaster, and we'll check back on this replay. He must have gotten a foot on it. Yeah, he did. He got twisted down in the process and somehow got his foot on the ball. So what would have been a touchdown or a safety, a heads-up play by Brito, and he at least gets it out to the 26.
But also for the Red Raiders, now they have outstanding field position, as you mentioned, Reese, at the 26-yard line. And their first drive went so well, only to the 1-yard line. We'll see what the Red Raiders will be able to do on their second possession of the game.
Zach Davis and company out here. Corey Ransom the back. Rayner in motion. Ransom gets the give to the left as he makes a cut towards the inside. And he's cut down at the 25-yard line. Well, we have the moment. We're going to take a peek at the Tyler Legacy starting lineup that we were told coming in. Obviously, Corey Ransom didn't get the first snaps. It was Micah Pearson, but Zay Hood, as well as Agaya and Brown, the receivers. Price Rayner, John Price Rayner, the tight end. Davis and Ransom in the backfield. Johnson, Miller, Acker, Power, Jackson up front. Play action, Davis looking. Fade route, corner of the end zone, up there, and flags fly. That was Zay Hood again.
Over at that far side, and I tell you what, that you do that time and time again.
Or rather, that was Micah Agaya. I apologize. Yeah. But yeah, another PI on Royse City.
Yes, and that will really, Reese, when you think about it, that works well for the Red Raiders on their offense, because when you have their explosive wide receivers out there, and for Zach Davis, he can do that time and time again to draw attention, to put pressure away, take pressure away from the running attack.
The call was actually holding, not pass interference, but does the job anyway. 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Ransom the give. He's got a lot of room. Corey Ransom with a move. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. Corey Ransom, touchdown. Tyler Legacy. There's the sophomore we keep hearing so much about.
My, oh my, what a run by Ransom as he takes the handoff and bounces to the right side. Reese, he uses his outstanding speed. My goodness, I didn't know he was that fast. Runs down the far sideline, untouched into the near corner of the end zone off that right side, past the pylon. What a great run by Ransom for Tyler Legacy.
Here's the imbalanced formation for Tyler Legacy before the PAT, and now they'll shift back into a regular kick. Yeah, Corey Ransom, you talk to anybody at Tyler Legacy about their running back room, and they talk up this sophomore a lot, and for Corey Ransom, that's a big score. That's his first career score as a Tyler Legacy Red Raider. August Williford's extra point is true, and we are tied at 7. The Red Raiders take advantage off the turnover. We got 4:29 to play here in the first quarter. You're watching Tyler Legacy football presented by Wagner Cadillac. Well, this trip to the red zone for Tyler Legacy ends better than the last. They had the fumble on the Royse City 1-yard line, but they convert this one. Corey Ransom, a 16-yard touchdown run as August Williford kicks it off, and this is a deep kick back inside the 10-yard line. It's going to be brought out here by Jameel Ward. He's at the 20, the 25, and wrapped up around the 27-yard line. A couple of Red Raiders there to make the stop. Looked like Bauer Sibley on the tackle as he comes up a little bit gimpy running towards the sideline.
Well, Reese, I'll tell you what, even though 4 minutes, 22 seconds to play in this opening quarter, we've had some explosive offense on both sides of the field for Tyler Legacy and Royse City. But for Tyler Legacy and their 2 possessions, they were able to move the ball, but most importantly, you said in the break, they're able to run the football effectively.
Yep, and that's something they've missed this year. They're last in the district in rushing, and a lot of that has to do with Ransom and Pearson missing substantial time due to injury. Richardson, the quarterback, as he gives straight up the middle here as that pile works towards the 30, and then it is blown backwards. Helmet popped off that time. Who lost their helmet there? Somebody lost their helmet. They're going to have to come out for a play. That looks like Rashad Warren that time. How about the defensive back sticking his nose in there?
Yes, they're playing very aggressive in this first quarter, Reese, and that's what you want to see from your defensive backs. Well done.
Bauer Sibley out for one play, and now he's back in after being gimpy on the kickoff return. Him and Jacob Harris have kind of split time at that will linebacker position. Here's a run and a first down run at that for Royse City. That's Jenkins, the ball carrier, the senior, 202 yards coming in. It's really a trio of running backs in that Royse City room. Jenkins has been the most effective, nearly 5 yards per carry. As play action here, looking downfield, Richardson runs out of time. Garner had him, he got away, and now just flips out of bounds. Oh, man, Simeon Garner almost had him for a huge loss.
Yes, he sure did, but he was unable to wrap up Richardson, but Richardson gave him credit. He uses his athletic ability to escape and then just dumps the football out of play in front of his own bench. What a good play. Really, when you think about it, good athletic plays there by the quarterback and also for Tyler Legacy.
Well, Richardson is the second leading rusher on this team for a reason. Very athletic back there, the junior. Here's a give straight up the middle to Jenkins, and he did not get much of anything. So Tyler Legacy starting to figure it out after a tough first series against the run.
And that also comes as well, Reese, from their film study and prep during the week. So I have a feeling that for Tyler Legacy, they're not fooled at what the Bulldogs want to do on offense.
Royse City doesn't particularly throw for a ton of yards per game, coming in just 154 per game. They've got 3 receivers out wide here, or actually 5 receivers. And it's a quarterback draw straight up the middle. Richardson, as he's going to pick up a first down. That's a great read, recognizing the man coverage. Had an open box, and he takes off and runs.
That's God-given ability right there, Reese. You just take the snap, and you're able to see what the defense is doing, and you just pick your way off the left side of the formation for the first down. That's a good athletic play by the quarterback, Richardson.
Late sub here, Sibley having to rush to get off the field. Jacob Harris fresh into the game. As Richardson hands straight ahead, big hole, first down and more for Jenkins. He takes a big hit at the 35 from Ethan Brown, but he's got a first down. Just as I say, they start to slow it down. Now Royse City picking it right back up.
Well, they have some good athletes on their, in regards to their running back core, Reese. So we've seen that in this first quarter with the staple of running backs they have used to put the pressure around the Red Raiders' defensive front.
So 1st and 10 here from the 34-yard line. Press coverage for Tyler Legacy. Richardson in the gun as he looks downfield, looking for the slant. Couldn't find it, and now he outruns the man to the edge, but stumbled, and he's out of bounds inside the 30. Ethan Brown kind of got caught at a bad angle. He was able to regain his ground, and Richardson stumbled. He might have had a first down.
Well, Ethan Brown, he's been stellar for the Red Raiders this season. He's second on the team in tackles entering tonight's action. So give Ethan Brown a lot of credit, not only tonight, but also throughout this campaign. He's been very consistent on the defensive end.
Well, he's just a junior, but he's already got a Division I college football offer at Tarleton State University. Older brother plays college baseball. Here's a give straight up the middle. Jenkins picking inside the 25 and all the way down to the 22-yard line. Well, I mentioned Jenkins has been the most efficient runner for this Royse City team, but he's only 3rd on the team in rushing. He's been the bell cow so far.
That just proves the staple of quality running backs that the Bulldogs have on their roster, and they were able to knife their way down the field, Reese, and all of a sudden, they're close to being inside the red zone.
So here we go. Tyler Legacy's defense having to dig in a little bit. They're subbing in and out. Here's a big formation by Royse City looking to run, and they do run right up the middle. Jenkins, as he's down at about the 20-yard line, 21-yard line actually, about 1.5 yards. Haven't really seen much of Xavier Watson or Xavier Brown, who got a lot of work in the past game against Forney, but Royse City changing something up, and they're going more to the senior and Jenkins.
What they want to do, the Bulldogs, Reese, is that they want to take a lot of time off the clock, especially on this drive, and with their pound and ground on their run offense.
Far receivers outside, Richardson play action rolling, and he finds the tight end here. Hudson Hayes inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. Well, I was just about to mention, Royse City does not use their tight ends in the passing game very much. That's just the 2nd catch of the year for Hudson Hayes, but he was wide open.
That's the key. That really was set up by the running game. That's why they would use that rollout, and then Hayes, as you mentioned, open on the right side.
Here's a run to the right by Richardson. He might be into the end zone, but there's a flag behind the play, and I think we're going to have a hold. Touchdown is the ruling on the field, but this one's coming back.
Yes, that's a 10-yard penalty, and the hold will be called against the Bulldogs, which negates the touchdown. But for the Red Raiders, Reese, they have to find a way to try to shut down this ground attack by Royse City. They've been potent on the ground at Earl Campbell Field in this first quarter.
So it's going to be 1st and goal now from the 15. Once again, we apologize for the scoreboard that you can see on the bottom left of your screen. There's no way we can get rid of it today. We're hoping it'll be fixed next week and should be fixed next week. But for now, we're just going to have to deal with it tonight. 43 seconds on the clock here, first quarter. Royse City trying to drive down and find another score. They've moved the ball well here in this first quarter. Jamie and Richardson. Here comes a reverse and wide open lane inside the 10, the 5, and cutting back all the way down to the 2-yard line. That was the receiver in Camarion Clark, who had 5 rushes on the year coming in, so you know he's a little bit of a rushing threat, and they give him number 6 there inside the 5.
That's a great call there by Royse City. You give the football to Clark, who scored earlier in the quarter, off to the near side, inside the 2-yard line.
Straight give to Jenkins up the middle. Can Tyler Legacy push him back? I don't believe they can. We'll see the ruling. It's going to be close. I thought he had a touchdown, but evidently he's a little bit short.
Yeah, inches shy of the goal line there.
So here we go, 3rd and goal. And with that, that is going to end the quarter. So we're going to have a huge play coming up to start the second quarter. We're deadlocked at 7 for now. Royse City on the Tyler Legacy 1-yard line. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics presented by Wagner Cadillac. Ready?
Yep. Yes, sir.
We're back here from Rose Stadium in Tyler as we start the second quarter. Royse City with the ball inside the 1-yard line. Tyler Legacy's defense trying to dig in and get a stop. Royse City to the line quickly. Jenkins the back next to Richardson, who's now going under center. This is a quarterback sneak straight up the middle. He got stuffed initially. Did he get there? I'm not sure he did. It's going to be close.
Very close, especially with that push.
I think he's short.
Yeah, wow.
How about that dig in?
Especially when he had that push from behind him by Jenkins, was unable to sneak in past the goal line.
So here we go, another massive play. Jenkins is very close to going under center. He's not yet, and now he is. Tyler Legacy digging in. Here we go. 4th and 1. Richardson bobbled the snap. He did not get it. Tyler Legacy with the stop inside the 1.
And he loses the football in the process as well, Reese. So a huge, huge defensive goal line stand by the Red Raiders to begin this second quarter. We'll see if this will turn the tide for Tyler Legacy in the first half. A big-time play.
Wow, partner. I tell you, Tyler Legacy, remember they fumbled inside the one. This time, Royse City, they'd been running the ball well during the drive. 2 attempts inside the one. They don't get either.
Yes, sir.
And
big time.
I think some of that you think could be attributed to the fact they're going under center. They've been out of shotgun all game. Well, it's still important for the Tyler Legacy offense here to move. They could run the ball, but they're out of the shotgun. Press coverage everywhere. And Davis is going to look to throw deep down the left sideline. It's out there for Hood and just out of his reach.
Long ball down that far sideline.
Or rather, that was to Caden Brown. My apologies.
Brown, yes. One-on-one coverage to Brown down the far sideline. That's a good call. When you think about it, Reese, might as well go deep on first down from your own 1-yard line to try to test the defense.
Just a bit too much on it from Davis, but he certainly put it out there. Ransom is the back. We'll see if Tyler Legacy tries to hammer ahead for some yards. Royse City with a stacked box. And they are going to give to Ransom straight up the middle as he bounces, and he bounced into Zach Davis. If he doesn't bounce into him, he might have a little bit of a crease, but now it's just going to be 3rd and 10 from your own 1.
Yes, indeed. He would have had open room down this near sideline in front of their own bench for ample yardage for a huge gain on that play, Reese.
So 3rd and 10, and I think this may be a pass. I would not be surprised, given how Tyler Legacy does things offensively, if it is a pass. Do have 2 tight ends in the game, including Bo Slaughter. And it is going to be a pass. Davis throwing for the back of his end zone deep. Hood, Raider, and incomplete. They were both out there. I think Raider had his hands on the football but was unable to come up with it.
That was a good call, Reese. You said try to throw it from your own 1-yard line, and my goodness, Zach Davis unloads deep over the middle. And it appeared that, yes, you're right, is that Hood and also Rayner had their hands on the football, but it just drops incomplete. That would have been a huge first down for Tyler Legacy.
So the punter in Carson Spillman, who's been great this year, averaging over 41 yards a punt, back from his own end zone. Snap is good. Spillman gets it away. And this is a pretty good punt back inside the 45, and it's going to be a fair catch, interestingly enough. No attempt to run it out that time, as the fair catch is called on the play by Lucas Oliveira. And Herman, I'm a little bit surprised, and that is a fantastic punt by Carson Spillman.
Yes, I agree with you on that, because he had some room at the 44-yard line. He could just cut to the right where he would have had room at the far sideline for some yardage, but nonetheless, that bodes well for Tyler Legacy, even though that for Royse City, they have the football on the plus side of the football field. First out of 10 at the 45-yard line of the Red Raiders.
So Carson Spillman, the soccer player, a net of 45 on that one. That was a fantastic punt by the senior. In motion here, Thomas Neville, as the give is straight up the middle, and a nice run slicing near the first down markers, Jenkins. 2nd and 1.
Jenkins, I tell you what, Reese, he's a good back, especially up the middle. He is more impressive in between the tackles.
Tyler Legacy was not ready for that play to start, and we do have a flag down on the field. It looked like Royse City might be moving too quickly themselves, and they were.
Yep, move it back 5 yards, but we'll talk about Jenkins earlier, Reese, is that he's very impressive in between the tackles. I think he's more effective in between the tackles in the comparison to as an outside runner.
The penalty here is against the left guard in Kaysen Bohannon. Bohannon, the left guard. Joel Lopez at left tackle. Daniel Roldan, the center. Isaac Martin at right guard. Andy Garrett, the right tackle. Give us to Jenkins again up the middle as he works past initial contact. And I think you're right. He really does good work in between the tackles, near the line of scrimmage, and manages to pick up 3.
He's a very good yak runner, yards after contact. He's able to get that, receive that hit at the line of scrimmage and spins away and lunges forward for positive gain.
So here we go. 3rd down and 3. Jenkins gets the give again, and I don't think he got it. He didn't. He is pushed back. Pretty much no gain on the play, and now decision time if there is one to be made by Royse City. But Andrew Colvin, knowing his up-tempo aggressive offense, they will be going for this.
Good pursuit there by the Red Raiders defensive front. We mentioned that's one of the keys of the game. They have to put pressure against that offensive line and also against the star running back Jenkins of the Bulldogs.
4th down and 3. Jenkins the back once again as we see. Interesting formation. Thomas Neville, the receiver, is in tight as a blocker. Other blocker is Hayes, and the give is to Jenkins up the middle. Did he get the 1st down? He's right near the marker. Tyler Legacy pushes back, and it is going to be a 1st down. No measurement required.
Especially on 4th down and 3, Reese, you go for it, and you use your spark plug of a running back. Once again, Jenkins, and he comes up big in between the tackles.
So 1st and 10 now for Royse City. So they have it on the Tyler Legacy 35-yard line as we tick near 8:30 to play here in the 2nd quarter. Tight formation once again. Neville in the backfield as a blocker as he's going to slip out, but the give is to Jenkins up the middle for another 5 yards. Be 2nd and 5.
One thing about Jenkins that you notice there, Reese, is that when he has his runs, it's not big gains, but it's just those short, small, and effective runs, which adds up the 1st downs for the Bulldogs.
2nd and 5 here from the 30. Play action this time. Looking deep down the left sideline into coverage, and it is caught. Yes, inbounds at the 1-yard line. Catch is made by Camarion Clark, who had the touchdown earlier. Zion Alexander got caught looking in the backfield.
What a catch by Clark down that near sideline. One-on-one coverage. He was able to beat his man, but then had to come back really for the football to make the catch inside the 5.
Royse City back at the 1-yard line. The give is up the middle. Jenkins got it. Touchdown, Royse City. So the Bulldogs, after going down on downs on 4th and 1 at the Tyler Legacy 1, they get it back off a punt, and they go straight into the end zone, and they have retaken the lead.
Well, they give it to the man who's done most of the work on the drive, Jenkins, not only in that drive, but also throughout the entire first half there, Reese, is that his hard work, once again, his runs up the middle, pays dividends for Royse City.
Brito on for the extra point. It was good earlier, and this one a little bit wobbly to the left, but it is good. Royse City, they've come to play. 7:53 remaining here in this first half. Your score, it is Tyler Legacy 7, Royse City 14. It's also the 2nd quarter. Hopefully that is right on your screen here in just a second. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics presented by Wagner Cadillac. All right, 3, 2, 1. We're back here live at Royse Stadium in Tyler, Texas, as we continue things here in the 2nd quarter. Once again, I apologize for the slight bug on the bottom left corner of your screen. We should have that resolved for our next home game, which, by the way, next Friday, Tyler High, Burleson Centennial here at 7 o'clock. We'll have it at 6:45 right here on Tyler ISD Athletics. Emilio Brito to kick it away. Tried an onside earlier as Brito thumps this one halfway into the end zone for a touchback.
Well, Reese, we'll see how the Red Raiders will respond, being down by a touchdown midway through this 2nd quarter. The running attack, Ransom and Pearson, they have really played well in their first, when you think about it, full action of the season to take some pressure off the quarterback, Zach Davis. So it's been the ground attack by the Red Raiders, which has been the difference in their offense so far tonight.
The offense back out on the field as we see the numbers on your screen of Zabrian Hood. 27 catches this year, 655 yards, 5 touchdowns, averaging 24.3 yards per catch. Leads the district in receiving yards and yards per catch, but he doesn't have a catch yet today. Royse City again, it's really press coverage everywhere. Daring Tyler Legacy to throw the football. As here's a give up the middle. Micah Pearson, big hole. 35-40. Pearson across the 45 and tripped up in midfield as a flag flies in at the end of the play. And we'll see what the penalty is.
Well, the coaching staff of the Red Raiders, they have to be impressed tonight. Pearson with that draw play cuts to the right side. Plenty of room close to midfield with that penalty marker, however.
I think this one might be against Legacy. Well, we'll see. They were backing up. The flag is still down on the field.
Yep.
Okay, there we go.
That's a holding, yep.
So it's going to be holding here against Tyler Legacy. The official said replay first down. And, yeah, there's the correction. So it's still a first down, just not as much yardage on the run. Nonetheless, a nice run by Pearson. Davis takes the snap, hands to Pearson again, who squeezes up the middle for a couple before being pushed back. Couple of guys in there on the stop that time for Royse City included Sebastian Lopez and Seth Yates. Royse City up front. Their main man is Caden Williams, sophomore defensive tackle who has double-digit quarterback hurries. No sacks, though. Here's a slant over the middle and just a bit high for Hood. Might have had his hands on it, but unable to connect with Davis, and now it's third down.
Quickly third down. That pass was high. Almost could have been intercepted as well, Reese. So that's a situation that for Zach Davis, he just has to throw the football just a little bit lower for his star receiver.
So here we go, 3rd and 8. Still press coverage everywhere. Royse City, I mean, they are putting trust in their DBs. Davis looking to the right, now throwing to the right, the corner pattern, and he's got Rayner. That was a dart.
A beautiful throw by Zach Davis. Rayner was wide open at the near sideline. He makes an outstanding two-handed catch for the big first down.
I'll show you the replay in a second. Artie back to the line quickly here. Pearson now bouncing to the left, got out of a tackle. Picks up a couple. There is a flag down. I believe it was thrown at the start of the play on the far side.
And Reese, it's also good to see Rayner involved, the tight end, with his first catch of the game because he is a big, bruising tight end. When he makes that catch, especially in the open field, he is so dangerous.
Flag still down on the field, and no official word from the officials yet. 7:05 here to play in the second quarter. Officials are just kind of pointing, and now they're... Well, no, this is going to be 12 men on the field. It looked like they were going to start walking backwards, and they're going to now move to the far hash where the ball was snapped. So 12 men on the field by Royse City. Well, let's go back to this catch. On a great throw from Zach Davis. This was a fantastic pass to the near side hash.
Yes, and also that Davis, he had plenty of time in the pocket to deliver that throw to Rayner. So that was a good throw and also a great catch.
Davis looking downfield, now stepping up, spins out of a sack. He's moving to his right. He's got to get rid of it. Now just fires it into the Tyler Legacy bench.
That's a smart play there, Reese, by Zach Davis under heavy pressure. He rolls off to the right. Only thing to do is just throw that football away.
Pressure was applied that time by the linebacker and Gabriel Duncan, who does a lot of moving around before the snap. Royse City loves to move around their linebackers. Tyler Legacy quick to the line. Davis looking left. Now steps up. Now stepping around. He's trying to run away from the defense. On the move. Fires. And incomplete. But here comes a flag. Thrown in the direction of where Bryson Sanders was defensive or offensively. And I think this is going to be holding against Royse City.
Yes, and also when you notice, Reese, that Zach Davis, when he rolled out to the right, he threw that football in double coverage.
He was trying to find Hood back across the way, who was a little bit open, but the pass was off the mark.
Yeah.
Yep, it is defensive holding, and that'll give Tyler Legacy 10 yards and a fresh set of downs. Royse City has been sloppy in terms of penalties here early.
And it really has helped the Red Raiders, especially on this current drive.
1st and 10 here from the 25. Bryson Sanders, the receiver at the bottom of your screen. Here comes pressure right up the middle. Davis is protected. Great job by the line. Now throwing downfield. Sanders went to the turf asking for a flag. There's no flag. And now here's some extracurriculars. Nathan Power was caught up with Billy Jones that time of Royse City. And no flags anywhere.
Well, Reese is starting to get a little sloppy on that play. So the best message for the players is just to settle down, have your composure, relax, and just play each down.
Bryson Sanders certainly wanted a pass interference call, but didn't get one.
Yep.
Davis will hand to Ransom up the middle. He's got a little bit of a hole, and he suplexes ahead for about 7 on the play. Maybe 8. A good run by Ransom. It's 3rd and short.
One thing about Ransom, he has excellent field position as far as his vision on the football field. He's able to see the defenders.
Ransom, there's a flag that flies before the play up the middle, and Ransom is shoved back. I don't know if he got back to the line of scrimmage, but we'll have to check the flag, and it's going to be an offsides against Royse City. Man, they cannot get out of their own way on this drive.
Yes, penalties have really hurt them on this current situation on the defensive end, which has bode well for the Red Raiders on this drive, and they are inside the red zone. Great opportunity, Reese, for them to put on some points on the scoreboard.
3rd penalty against the Bulldogs up the drive, and that's going to move the chains once again for Tyler Legacy. Hood, the lone receiver at the top of your screen. As Davis play action, rolling to the right, looking Rainer's way, now throwing Rainer's way, and he's got it for a couple. Well, something's better than nothing, and Davis decides to just take the safe route.
Well, Rainer's the safety net for the Red Raiders and also for quarterback Zach Davis. Whenever he's in trouble, he can always find Rainer. He's always open in the space either on the left or the right flats.
Davis hands to Ransom straight up the middle. Corey Ransom, 10-5, and knocked out of bounds at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, Tyler Legacy.
That's a great example there. That Ransom, he was very patient, and he was allowing his blockers to make their move to block, and he's able to score it inside to the 4.
Ransom the back again. He gets it again. Corey Ransom walking and pulling his way for 6 as he throws a man to the turf. Oh my goodness, beast mode. Corey Ransom, he's got his 2nd score of the night.
Once again, he's able to show patience there, Reese, and then powers his way into the end zone for his 2nd touchdown. What a great drive by the Red Raiders. They're able to respond. We said that over the break they had to respond in this drive, but also they're helped up by several penalties by the Bulldogs.
2nd career touchdown by Ransom. Both have came today. His last game at Royse Stadium, 14 carries, 63 yards against Rockwall Heath as Royse City jumps again before the extra point. Flags fly, and we'll see what Tyler Legacy decides to do. Do they try to go for 2? No, it doesn't appear that they will. Bo Trahan is going to decline the penalty, and Tyler Legacy will just take the 14-14 game. We go back and forth, 5:46 to play here in the 2nd quarter. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics presented by Wagner Cadillac. All right, you ready?
Oh, yes, sir.
We're back here from the Royse City. Royse City 14, Tyler Legacy 14. Reesland and Herman Howard to my right as Tyler Legacy getting ready to kick off, and they're lined up as if they're going to kick it onside here with August Williford and Carson Spillman on the field. But it'll be Williford, actually, that kicks it deep. Back inside the 10, it's fielded here by Cordarian Powell, the defensive back. He's across the 25 and thrown down near the 30-yard line. And that's where Royse City will set up shop. Alexander Gilmore that time on the tackle.
That's a fine open field tackle there. He just throws him down, whips him down to the turf there, Reese, just like a wrestler.
Well, Gilmore still wants to be involved around sports after his playing days. The senior, he wants to go on to study sports medicine in college.
Excellent field. Yes, indeed. We wish him luck. You'll do well.
So we're back out on the field as we get our first look at a new sophomore pulled up to the varsity, and Mickey Kelly, defensive lineman wearing number 81. He's on the varsity roster for the first time this week. As they give it straight up the middle, big hole, first down and more, off to the races. Jenkins, can they catch him? Yes, inside the 15-yard line. Finally ran down by Cabralin Jackson and Herman. Oh my goodness, this Daniel Jenkins kid is running all over the place.
And the most important part, Reese, is right up the middle.
Yep.
He's not taking it to the sidelines or outside the numbers. It's straight up the middle.
Tyler Legacy just getting out-physicaled right now in the trenches. Up the middle again, Jenkins inside the 10 and spun down around the 6-yard line. It is going to be first and goal, Royse City.
Well, for Tyler Legacy, they have to find a way to shut down Jenkins in this drive. Not only in this drive, but also in this game, sir.
Tyler Legacy hoping to just force a field goal maybe here. Only 2 plays into the drive. It has been easy pickings here so far for the Bulldogs. So Royse City empties the huddle quick, and they want to snap it quick. Richardson with the snap, and he'll keep it. Quarterback keeper Richardson dragged down at about the 2-yard line. A couple of Red Raiders there. Nathaniel Kirksey part of it. It's second and goal from the 2.
Maybe look for Jenkins to get the carry in this situation, Reese, since he's taking them all the way down inside the 5. Look for Jenkins.
Late sub here for Tyler Legacy. Jenkins with the give straight up the middle, and he did not get there. He'd be a yard, and they'll give him about a yard. It's going to be third and goal from the 1, and this is the exact same scenario that we had at the start of this quarter.
Now for Royse City, will they give it to their bread and butter man, Jenkins, once again, the running back who has carried them throughout this entire game, or will they try to cross up Tyler Legacy?
Long look over to the sideline. Jenkins still the back. We have really not seen Xavier Watson, the leading rusher on this team, or Xavier Brown. Third and goal from the 1. Jenkins up the middle. He's hit, and he's thrown back. Nowhere to go.
The Red Raiders were not fooled on that play, Reese, as Jenkins takes the handoff, and he was wrapped up at about the 5, but they'll put it down at the 3-yard line. So this is a huge play upcoming for the Red Raiders on defense.
Didn't get a number on that stop. It might have been Jacob Harris. Whoever it was, great stop. Fourth and goal from the 3. Royse City's going for it, and it appears Tyler Legacy wants to talk it over, and this is a good timeout if you're the Red Raiders.
Yes, absolutely. You want to recollect your thoughts and also to figure out what you want to do on the defensive side. Expect Jenkins, which they did a great job on that previous play, or will they use Richardson? Maybe a fake to Jenkins and just give it to Richardson, see if Richardson's able to run it to that near side, since the hash mark is off to the right.
If it was Harris on that stop, what a stop by a guy who did not play much at the start of the year defensively, and he's really come on strong. He's now 4th on the team in tackles with 53. And this is a big down here. And Royse City, the way they've been aggressive here tonight, I don't even think this is a decision that has to be made. If they're inside the 5, they're going for it.
And also keep in mind is that for Royse City, they attempted earlier in the quarter on 4th down and 1 at the 1-yard line, and they were shut down by the Red Raiders. Let's see if it'll be deja vu for the Red Raiders on defense.
You got to watch out for a pass here if you're Tyler Legacy. We haven't seen a lot of Royse City passing, but when they have thrown the ball, they've been effective. This would be huge to get a second stop of the half inside the 3-yard line. And actually, it's going to be a long, or rather,
yeah, the scoreboard says, third down and 3. Yeah.
I had it as, well, we apologize. I had it as 4th down. Guess not, 3rd down. We'll see. Regardless, 3 yards to go. The back is Jenkins. It's a sprint out here with the quarterback. Richardson cuts back. There's a flag. He's into the end zone, but I think this is coming back. Tyler Legacy sideline clapping a bit. And this would be another penalty on the Bulldogs, who have played about as sloppy as possible in the penalty game.
Yes, indeed, on both sides, offense and defense. Yes, it's holding called against the Bulldogs.
Yep. No number given, but a holding. It is just third down. We had it wrong.
Yeah, that was fourth down, so, yeah.
I apologize. 3rd and 13 here.
But maybe this is a situation for the Bulldogs, since they have more room. Reese, look for, once again, their star running back Jenkins. He's been so dangerous in between the tackles so far in this first half.
We'll see what Royse City decides to do. They could run it and try to catch Tyler Legacy by surprise, but Tyler Legacy is a pretty big defensive formation in there, and Royse City is going to want to talk it over. They're going to take their second timeout here of the first half. We're deadlocked at 14, under 3 minutes to play. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics, presented by Wagner Cadillac.
Yeah, we'll look at it later, so.
All right, well, we do have 3rd and 13 as of right now out of the timeout. It looks like that'll be run. I need to go back and look. Our eyes must have deceived us. 3rd and 13, Royse City looks like they're throwing, and they are throwing. Sprint out here, Richardson. It's a throwback screen, and wide open. It's incomplete.
My goodness, Hayes was wide open, Reese, at the near side 15-yard line, but oh my goodness, for Richardson, he just overshoots his tight end, who was wide open in the left flat. If Hayes was able to make the catch, he would have walked into the left side of the end zone. That is a big break for the Tyler Legacy defense.
So now here comes we'll call it a 30-yard field goal for Emilio Brito. And actually, looking back at the replay, the reason, I'll tell after the break, it was only 3rd down, but there is a distinct reason we thought it was 4th down. 30-yard attempt here, Brito. Center cut on the way, and it is good. Emilio Brito gives the Bulldogs the lead, 17-14, 2:47 to play here in the half. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics, presented by Wagner Cadillac. We're back here from Christus Trinity, Mother Frances Rose Stadium. Royse City 17, Tyler Legacy 14. So I want to explain our little bit of a gaffe. The reason that we had thought it was 4th down is when it was 1st and goal from the 6, the down marker had a 2 on it. So I guess I just got mixed up and thought it was automatically 2nd down. It wasn't. So that was truly 3rd and 13 that they did not convert on. There's a touchback. Tyler Legacy We get the ball at the 25 here as we start a big drive and a potential 2-for-1 if you're the Red Raiders.
Yes, absolutely. This is a great opportunity for Tyler Legacy because especially with their running back tandem of Pearson and Ransom, they have run the ball so effectively tonight. Take time off the clock, try to score either a field goal could tie it or a touchdown to take the lead. And also, as you mentioned, Reese, to begin the third quarter, they'll have the football.
Yeah, and this is territory you can't go slow to the football, but you don't have to go turbo. You can run the ball if you want. 2 timeouts, 2:47 to play. And that's exactly what Trahan is thinking here. The give is to Ransom, who works his way across the 30 and fighting for extra yardage at the 32-yard line. Good run on first down.
Bounces it to the outside and gets a couple of positive yardages, which is a good carry.
Tyler Legacy to the line quickly. Ransom again, trying to bounce it again. Gets out of one tackle, lowers the head, and he's up to about the 35-yard line right at that marker. And they will not need to measure it. First down, Corey Ransom. Haven't seen Jace Love yet, but haven't really needed him yet. Play action, Davis looking downfield. He's going to fire deep into coverage. Hood out there. He's going to have to play some defense, and it's intercepted. Was going for Hood, but he was not even remotely open.
Yes, that was a bad throw there by Zach Davis. That's his 9th interception of the season. He just threw it a little bit too far, and the defender, all he had to do was make that diving play like a center fielder in the outfield.
Interception made on the play. I believe that was John Abrama. And Abrama has the interception. So if you look at it through the rose-colored glasses, it's essentially an arm punt.
Yeah.
Not great field position, but Royse City gets it back. Yep. 1 timeout, 2:08 to play, and they're thinking, let's get some more points on the board before the break.
Yes, indeed, because when you think about it, Reese, they have 2+ minutes to play in the first half, and the way that for the Bulldogs, they have run the football, especially with Jenkins. And remember, the previous drive, he had that 50-yard run up the middle inside the red zone. So for the Bulldogs of Royse City, they do have plenty of time on the clock.
2:08 to play on their own 23. Royse City is going to have to get the pass game going. And they go out here, throw into the flat. It's caught, and a great job by Jackson out there. Wrapping up the receiver in Braylon Chapman. Only got a couple.
Jackson's a good corner out there, Reese. He plays fine man-to-man coverage and also is a great tackler.
Chapman on the year, now at 9 catches. Royse City, like they do on the ground, they spread it around through the air. Give us straight up the middle and a solid gain. And guess who? Daniel Jenkins. We really have not seen Xavier Watson or Xavier Brown at all here tonight. 3rd and 3. Tyler Legacy a bit out of sorts here before the snap, and the give is to Jenkins again, but it doesn't matter. They knock him back. That's Nathaniel Kirksey on the stop, and it's going to be 4th down, and Tyler Legacy's going to take a timeout.
Yes, and for Tyler Legacy and for Nathaniel Kirksey, he leads the team in tackles and comes up huge on that 3rd down play for the Red Raiders.
Injured player is Isaac Martin, the right guard for Royse City, as he is down on the field and being attended to by the medical training staff. We'll step aside. It's going to be 4th down and 3 here out of the timeout. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics, presented by Wagner Cadillac.
Yes, sir.
We're back here as Isaac Martin has been helped off the field by the training staff. Our best wishes to him. And now a punt coming from Emilio Brito. Nathaniel Kirksey on that stop for no gain. And Herman, I think a lot of people out there don't really know about the backstory. Nathaniel Kirksey was a running back his freshman year, converted to defense. Jay-Sean Lee gets close to the punter and Burrito, doesn't block it as it bounces inside the 35, and now a really good roll for Royse City, and it's going to die dead inside the 25-yard line. A fantastic punt, 45 yards. All net that time with no return, and Tyler Legacy will start at their own 25.
Well, Reese, you talked about Nathaniel Kirksey a moment ago, but one thing about Nathaniel Kirksey that separates him from many other players is his work ethic.
Yes.
You notice that he has a strong, tough mental work ethic. He's a hard worker, not only on the football field, but through practice in the weight room and also in the classroom. And also, he's a great leader as well. He can motivate the other players. That's one of the reasons why Nathaniel Kirksey is one of the, not only the defensive player of this team, the leader, but also the vocal and also the spark plug of this whole entire team on the defensive side as well.
He is no doubt the leader of this team. Davis will hand straight ahead and slipping ahead. A solid gain crossing the 30-yard line out to the 32. That's Micah Pearson getting involved again. Good chunk to start the drive. Legacy has to hurry, but not too quickly. Pearson again as he knifes through. There is a flag, though, across the 50 and dragged down at the 45, but the flag thrown behind the play. And I think this is coming back as Eric Miller was arguing with the official. Leads me to believe that Miller was on a potential hold.
Yeah, so I was about to say the same thing there, Reese. Yeah, that negates a big run off the middle. That would have been on the plus side of the football field. And you mentioned earlier that for the Red Raiders, they do have plenty of time, 68 seconds to play in the first half.
And it's going to be waved off. There is no holding on the play.
Wow, huge break for Tyler Legacy.
So Eric Miller does not hold. This is a guy who's been a couple of years starting on varsity. He started a couple of games his freshman year. Big-time football bloodlines as well. His dad played football at the University of Memphis, and his brother played at Louisiana Tech University. The Hogs up front, the offensive line. This is really one of the strengths of this Tyler Legacy team. Bryson Sanders in motion. Davis drops, pocket closing quickly, fires, it's batted and incomplete. Well, it got batted. I think he was going for Sanders, who was open just beyond where the ball was tipped.
Yes, and also Jeremiah Byers almost had an easy interception. It was right in his hands, but he was unable to pick it off.
Here's a give. Pearson works across the 40-yard line and dropped at the 39 as we tick under 50 seconds to play. Would have been Byers' second interception of the game. 3rd and 4. We'll see what Tyler Legacy goes with. Quickly. Give is to Pearson. Pearson's got a first down, and he hammers to the 33. Clock will stop as the chains will reset. We're now ticking again. One timeout for Tyler Legacy. Davis looking long. He's throwing long. Sanders is being held up again, and there's no flag. Herman, I tell you, Royse City got away with a big one right there.
Yes, Samuel Feo, the left cornerback, was draped all over him, and no call was on that play. My goodness, I was surprising there too.
I know Royse City has been penalized a lot today, but that's got to be one that's called. I mean, that looked like a pretty easy holding call, and nothing comes from it. 2 receivers out way far side. Tight end is Rayner. Davis drops, clean pocket, throwing long, and a miscommunication, throws it up, and it's intercepted again. It is picked off by Cordarian Powell, and this Tyler Legacy offense is just out of sorts right now. Davis's second interception of the half. And the red jerseys come up empty. They're going to go into the half trailing.
And for Davis, Reese, that's his 10th interception of the season. So 10 touchdown passes and 10 interceptions. Ouch, that hurts.
Well, and I think it stinks even worse than that was just a complete miscommunication. But we've seen those today between Davis and his receivers. And one they're certainly going to have to talk about in the locker room. So I'm assuming Royse City will just run out the clock here, 18 seconds. See if maybe they try for a shot play. See if they can pick it up and then take it. But the formation appears that we are going to get a kneel down. Richardson, the quarterback, takes the snap, knees it to the turf. And how about the Royse City Bulldogs? They have come into Royse Stadium, and they have not even been the slightest bit timid. They have taken a 17-14 lead into halftime. What a performance by these Bulldogs, Herman, who have moved the ball offensively, and they've gotten a couple of interceptions.
Yes, that's been the difference. The ground attack led by Jenkins, and also 2 key interceptions by Tyler Legacy. Quarterback Zach Davis has been the story. Also for the Bulldogs of Royse City, they had the football earlier, 4th down and 1 at the 1-yard line, which they are unable to convert. And the same thing for Tyler Legacy. Pearson fumbled at the 1-yard line. So it's been the story of the ground attack, mistakes, fumbles, and also penalties. That has been the story of the first half in this homecoming game.
So 17-14, there's only 14 minutes on the clock right now. I can assure you our halftime will be a little bit longer than that with it being homecoming. And we'll keep it on the screen for homecoming, muted, but you'll be able to see halftime visually. 17-14 is our halftime score. We'll come back before the third quarter and break it all down. You are watching Tyler ISD Athletics, presented by Wagner Cadillac. Welcome back as we get ready here to start the second half between Tyler Legacy and Royse City. No on-camera shot. We got back to it pretty quick. Hope you all enjoyed halftime. Due to legalities with the audio played by the band, since it is from other music and other bands, we are unable to play the audio of halftime. But I hope you could at least see what was going on during halftime as we get ready to start the third quarter here. As Emilio Brito will kick off here for Royse City. Tyler Legacy trying to rebound, and we'll show it on your screen in a second. A tough first half. Royse City nearly 300 yards of yardage. Tyler Legacy looking to bounce back. They ran it well in the first half. As the kick is away here, end over end and into the end zone, 5 yards deep. That is a touchback. So,
Reese, yeah, you talked about the running attack by the Red Raiders. That was really their offense. You talked about the quarterback, Zach Davis. He struggled in that first half. He threw 2 interceptions, only had 2 completions in the first half of play. So perhaps for the Red Raiders, continue with the ground attack, and also the play by Zach Davis has to pick up for Tyler Legacy if they're able to win this game in this district matchup.
You can see the stats on your screen, just 22 passing yards for Tyler Legacy in the first half. Zach Davis and the crew back on the field here as we start the third quarter. As Davis will give straight up the middle. Corey Ransom works his way to about the 27, maybe the 28-yard line. A couple on the play. Be second down. First half stats for Tyler Legacy. Micah Pearson leading the running attack, 96 yards on 12 totes. Corey Ransom, 8 carries for 44 yards. He scored 2 touchdowns. He gets his 10th carry of the game here, and he's got a lot of space. 30, 35, Ransom spinning. He's refusing to go down across the 42 into the 43-yard line. How about that physicality?
I tell you what, Reese, that's a great example to never give up on the play. Ground and pound it, and that results in that big first down for the Red Raiders. Outstanding.
Ground and pound indeed. Right back to Ransom. Big hole. Corey Ransom into the secondary. 25-20. He's down at the 18-yard line. Feed the sophomore.
Yes, just continue to give him the rock, and he has proved time and time again. Outstanding performance on that gutty run up the middle inside the red zone. What a way to start for the Red Raiders in this second half.
Ransom appears a bit hobbled as he goes over to the sideline after the play. But a huge chunk for the sophomore. Micah Pearson's got it as he moves towards the 15-yard line. Another solid run, and Royse City is running around defensively. They look gassed, and it's only a couple of plays into the drive. Snap and a give. Pearson again. Keep feeding the run game. Micah Pearson to the 1-yard line.
Wow, Reese, I'll tell you what, perhaps that long halftime break has really benefited the Red Raiders, able to regroup and come out strong.
Let me guess. Run again. It is a run again. Pearson, but this time he might have even lost a yard. Tyler Legacy knocked back up front that time. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 2 as here comes Bo Slaughter, an extra tight end into the game. To Caden Brown going out.
Reese, for the offensive line for the Red Raiders, they have really provided a push against this Bulldogs defense in this opening drive.
So here we go. 2nd and goal here from the 2-yard line. Pearson the back. He'll get it straight up the middle, and he did not go anywhere. Just back to the original line of scrimmage. Back-to-back carries for nothing, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Jemiah Byers with that tackle for the Bulldogs as he comes up from his safety position, makes the hit.
He's played well today. Already had an interception in this game earlier. Tyler Legacy completed just 2 passes in the first half, both to J.P. Rayner. We'll see if they commit to the run. They've done it so far this drive. 3rd and 2. Motion man Hood as he stops and starts back to the outside. He's not open. Davis has to improvise, and he throws high for Rayner. Well, he wasn't really open. Davis had to throw it, and that is about as unfortunate as it gets. Tyler Legacy had it at the 1-yard line, 1st and goal, and now they're going to have to kick a field goal.
Yes, they were unable to pound it in from the 1-yard line on a couple of those run plays, and then Davis throws high and wide on 3rd down at the back of the end zone. But it was a good drive, and for the Red Raiders a chance to get points out of this drive.
Shorter than an extra point in center cut here for August Williford, whose kick is up, and his kick is good. So August Williford now on the air, 4 of 5 in field goal attempts, and he ties the game here at 17. 9:20 to play here, third quarter. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics, presented by Wagner Cadillac.
Yep, yes, sir.
We're back here as we resume things here in the third quarter. Tyler Legacy to kick off, as here's a pooch kick by Carson Spillman downfield. It's caught at the 31 and pretty much tackled and ushered out of bounds right away near the 35-yard line. First and 10, Royse City. Once again, apologize for the slight score bug on the bottom left of your screen. Hopefully we'll have that corrected next week, and it hopefully it doesn't affect your viewing too much. But 17-all, this has been a pretty good game so far, all things considered. Tyler Legacy made a lot of mistakes offensively in the first half. On the other side, Herman, Royse City, they could not avoid the penalty.
Yes, that's been the big difference for Royse City, has been their penalties and their mistakes, and also when they had the football once again at the 1-yard line early in that second quarter, unable to convert.
Well, the back once again is Daniel Jenkins, who has taken the brunt of the carries today, and he gets it again, and another good run as he bounces off bodies for a gain of about 9. 25 carries now for Jenkins in the game. The first half, 24 totes for 147 yards. Fake here and a throw on the flat. Ball's drawn free. That's a live football, and Tyler Legacy pounces on it. I believe this is a fumble. We'll wait on the official ruling, and it is. That is a catch and a fumble, and Tyler Legacy is all over it.
Yes, and it looks like Jackson recovered for the Red Raiders, race up the near side inside the 40-yard line. So that is a huge break for the Red Raiders on defense.
Well, Andrew Colvin on the far side, the head coach, is going nuts for Royse City. He thought it was an incomplete pass. I mean, it's a judgment call any way you slice it. The pass was complete to Camarion Clark, who had the touchdown in the first half. That's about as close as it gets. But from here, it did look like he had taken a couple of steps.
Yeah, he did. Looks like about a step and a half, and then he was hit, and then Jackson just recovers for Tyler Legacy. A big-time play for the Red Raiders on defense.
First fumble recovery this year for Cabraylon Jackson as Davis gives straight ahead and slipping his way inside the 35 to about the 33. And that was Jace Love, the ball carrier. So the Red Raiders' leading rusher, who had to shoulder much of the load with injuries to Ransom and Pearson for large portions of the season. That's his first carry. 6th in the district in rushing. And Love will get it again straight up the middle, but he meets a wall of bodies. Byers again helping make that stop, as well as Caden Williams.
Well, Reese, when you talk about Jace Love, his performance of the season, he really has picked up the slack with an outstanding campaign. 5 touchdowns entering tonight's action.
This is a big third down for Tyler Legacy. Kind of in no man's land. It's probably too deep to kick a field goal. We'll see, though. August Williford has been good. Tight end Rayner, and the give is to Love again up the middle, and he is not going to get the first down. He's a couple of yards short at the 30 as there's some pushing and shoving after the play. Jeremiah Byers again on the stop, and it's 4th and 2. Tyler Legacy just going straight to it. Love, the give again. Jace Love bursts through, and I believe he got the first down.
Yes, he's able to snuck past the marker and then just dives head first for that first down. That's a big first down, and that is their first fourth down conversion of the game.
Well, Herman, as they say, 3 yards in a cloud of dust, exemplified on the previous 4 plays.
Absolutely.
Davis to throw now, looking deep, looking for Rayner, and it's caught. J.P. Rayner at the 11-yard line, first down.
Good play by Raiders, able to come back to the football and able to make that tumbling catch at the near side 11 for the big first down.
Rayner's 3rd catch of the game, had 2 catches each in the prior 3 games. As Love the back, he'll get it again, and he is spun down right near the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Well, Reese, you talk about big drives. Even though we are midway through the 3rd quarter, one has to say this is a huge drive upcoming for the Red Raiders.
Davis in the gun as he readjusts everyone. 3 receivers. And here's another give. Love bursting ahead. He's to about the 7-yard line. Tyler Legacy just testing the interior time and time again. He's going to bring up 3rd down and about 4, we'll call it. Davis, play action as he rolls to his right. He's got Rayner. Rayner walks in. Touchdown, Tyler Legacy. They lead for the first time tonight. J.P. Rayner, his 4th catch of the contest. It's 23-17.
Well, Reese, that was the result of the ground attack throughout this entire game. You pound it and pound it and pound it, and then all of a sudden, Zach Davis rolls out to the right, finds a wide open J.P. Rayner, the tight end, the big tight end, goes into the end zone for the score on an outstanding drive, all led up by that fumble recovery.
Swinging gate formation will go now back into a conventional PAT. I think that drive's MVP, though. Jace Love, who took a beating, got 6 carries on that drive, willing the Red Raiders down the field. Williford on for the extra point. Ethan Brown to hold, and Williford again puts it through. He's been perfect tonight, and Tyler Legacy has their first lead of the night here midway through the 3rd quarter. 6:17 to play. You're watching Red Raider football presented by Wagner Cadillac. You ready?
Yep, yes, sir.
Back here from the Royse City as we continue things on here in the 3rd quarter. August Williford, Carson Spillman, the specialist on the field once again. We'll see who ends up giving the boot, and it's going to be Williford this time as he kicks it away end over end inside the 10 and returnable. Brought out here by Cordarian Powell, who had to stop near the 20, now advances it forward to about the 23, and then progress is getting stopped.
Reese, that was a big-time drive for Tyler Legacy to take the lead. You mentioned the running game. The running game sets up the pass, and that result, and for Zach Davis, his 11th touchdown pass of the season.
So Davis back on track. Had a couple of interceptions in the first half, but it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And to start the second half here tonight, Zach Davis has done a good job. So Tyler Legacy's defense back on the field fresh off a fumble recovery. Their last sequence.
Yep.
First turnover of the game by Royse City. See if they continue to lean on that grounded attack. They do to start right up the middle, and there is absolutely nothing there. Daniel Jenkins again, the ball carrier. Carry number 26 for him on the night. And it looks like we have an injury on the field, and with that, we're going to step aside and take a timeout. Injured Royse City player. 24-17, you're watching Tyler ISD Athletics presented by Wagner Cadillac. All right, you ready?
Yep, yes, sir.
We're back here. The injured player on the field was the running back in Jenkins. So he'll have to go to the sideline for at least a play as the new back into the game getting carry. I believe that was Watson, Xavier Watson, to about the 27-yard line. That is the first carry by somebody not named Daniel Jenkins today. And Royse City came in with Watson having 84 rushes. Jenkins had just 41. 3rd and 6. Richardson rolls out. Now he's going to keep. He tries to run for it, and he won't get there. Got about half of the yardage needed. He tried to fool Tyler Legacy, and that was a nice job. The defensive end, Simeon Garner, forces him back inside. And 4th down and 4, here comes the punt team.
And also Garner is able to contain his position as well, Reese. That's why that for the quarterback, he was unable to scamper ahead for that first down. And talking about Richardson. Good play there for the Red Raiders on the defensive side.
Richardson, the first half, 5 of 7 for 95 yards. Hit, obviously, the scoring strength to Kamarian Clark, who was wide open to open the scoring, and then hit Clark again later deep downfield. High punt, but not a lot of distance as it goes towards the Royse City sideline, and it's out of bounds across the 40 here for Tyler Legacy, so not a very good punt. That is going to be just 25 yards off the foot of Brito. So a 25-yard punt. Yeah, Tyler Legacy will have the ball here at the 42-yard line. And Herman, if we want to talk about momentum, this would be a huge momentum swing if Tyler Legacy can come out punching again and get another score on the board. Yes,
especially with the staple of running backs that for the Red Raiders that they have. We saw Jace Love on that last drive, and earlier in the game it was Ransom and Pearson. So you have really a triple tandem of running backs, outstanding young athletes who could carry the load for the Red Raiders of Tyler Legacy.
1st and 10 here from the 42. The give is straight up the middle, and picking his way across the 45 is Love to the 46 before he's knocked backwards. Picks up about 4. Jace Love, after not getting any, I don't even think he was on the field at all in the first half. He's now got 7 carries here so far in the 3rd quarter and counting. 4:20 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Love another give as he slips up the middle, nearly got past the second wave of linebackers and picks up about 2. So just constant running. It's going to be 3rd and 3 here for Tyler Legacy. Watch out for Zay Hood. He does not have a catch tonight. Davis, a give. Here's Jace Love. A lot of green. 30, 20, inside the 15 and down to the 13. It just parted like the Red Sea there.
It sure did. And also a great block by Brown down the field off the right side of the formation, which allowed Love to scramble ahead for a couple extra yards. Outstanding block by the receiver.
Back into the red zone. Love once again. I mean, he is getting some work here in this second half. Yep. He's all the way to the 11. Actually give it the 10-yard line. Tyler Legacy back in the red zone. They've been in the red zone a bunch today. They had a fumble on the 1-yard line earlier, but they've converted 3 touchdowns as well as a field goal. As here's the snap. Love with the give straight up the middle, and he just got back to the original line of scrimmage. Pushed back by a host of Bulldogs that time, including Samuel Fayaya. Also in on the stop was Gabriel Duncan. Billy Jones, the leading tackler, who has 76 stops this year, 10 for loss, also in there.
Well, Reese, you notice in this 3rd quarter, the game has changed a little bit, especially with this ground attack by the Red Raiders. They've really not only taken time off the clock, but also controlled the game with the line of scrimmage.
Davis dropping back. He's got all day. Down the middle. Touchdown, Tyler Legacy. It's Zay Hood's first catch of the night, and it goes for 6.
Bing, 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 right down the football field, and that's a good time. Great opportunity for Zay Hood to get his first catch of the game. Results in 6 points for the Red Raiders in this homecoming game, and all of a sudden, for Tyler Legacy, they are in total control of this football game.
Well, you said Tyler Legacy was going to have to make some halftime adjustments, and that they have, as Ethan Brown is lined up here like he's going to actually take the snap, swinging gate again. And now they'll motion everybody back over. Well, you had said Tyler Legacy had to come out or go into the locker room and figure things out, talk things over in halftime, and it appears that has happened.
It's a totally different team in this third quarter as a result.
Williford's extra point is up, and it is good. He's done a good job tonight. 31-17, 2:35 to play here in the third quarter. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics presented by Wagner Cadillac. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Back here at Royse Stadium as we keep things rolling here in the third quarter. Tyler Legacy has scored 17 unanswered. Here's a pooch kick down the middle, falling quickly. And a fair catch. Nice grab that time by Royse City. Looked like it was Braylon Chapman, the receiver, making the catch around the 37-yard line. That's where Royse City will set up shop. They have really not moved the ball here in this third quarter. Under 15 total yards. Tyler Legacy first taking away on a fumble and then a 3-and-out, and it has just led to this snowball effect.
Yes, indeed. And I'll tell you what, for the Red Raiders, you have to give the entire coaching staff and the entire team a lot of credit there, Reese, even though still plenty of time left in the game, on how they're able to respond in this third quarter, because Zach Davis, 2 touchdown passes in the third quarter. Compared that to the first half, only 2 completions and 2 interceptions in the first 2 quarters of play.
So 1st and 10 here from the 37. As play action, Royse City going right to it and wide open, tipped and caught at the 37-yard line and down to the 35. Man, a better pass, it would have been an easy touchdown. Then it looked like it would be an easy interception by Braylon Jackson, and somehow is caught.
By Janelle Ward, he makes that reception off that deflection. You're exactly right there, Reese. We take a look at the replay. Yes, the pass was underthrown, but Ward is able to make the catch there.
Up the middle here, back into the game is the running back in Jenkins after the injury earlier, and he got maybe a yard. Man, a big completion, but both sides kicking themselves. Royse City with a better ball. I mean, that is a walk-in touchdown.
Yes, sir.
Then Braylon Jackson got his hands on it, but couldn't come down with it. Jackson does have an interception this year. It would have been his second. 2nd and 9 here from the 34-yard line. Motion man across the way is Clark. As the give is to Jenkins up the middle. He's got a big hole as he runs into his own man and pushes him over. And he's all the way inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
This is a quick response so far by the Bulldogs there, Reese. And for Tyler Legacy, they have to come up with a big play.
Royse City, you got to have 6 here. Give is up the middle again to Jenkins as he's gang tackled by a couple of Red Raiders. Ramon Gabriel in on that stop. Was maybe Braden Brown? No, Jaden Walden. Jaden Walden and Ramon Gabriel. 2nd and 7 here. Again, Jenkins up the middle and a nice tackle up front by Tyler Legacy. That's Ramon Gabriel again at the 14-yard line. 3rd and about, call it 4. Royse City might just try the Tyler Legacy strategy of just run some more until you get that first down.
But for Royse City tonight, Reese, 2 out of 8 on 3rd down conversions. This is where they've struggled.
Trying to make their money right here in the red zone. Here's a reverse. Clark's got it, his 2nd carry of the game. He's near the first down, then knocked back. I don't think he got it. Well, it's going to be close.
Yeah, that's very close.
And it is going to be fourth down.
Yep.
Fourth down and less than a yard as we tick down to 15 seconds in the quarter. And I think Royse City is going to take this to the fourth quarter. I'd be very surprised if they don't snap it here. Or if they do snap it, I should say, as now we're down at 3 seconds. And Royse City is going to take this one to the fourth quarter. A quarter in the third that was dominated by the Red Raiders. They outscore Royse City 17-0. Bulldogs, maybe this could be it for them. They need 6. It's going to be 4th and 1 on the other side of this break. 12 minutes to play. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics presented by Wagner Cadillac. Back here as we pick things up to start the fourth quarter. Reesline and Herman Howard with you for this one from Tyler's Royse Stadium. Tyler Legacy in the red jerseys, Royse City in the white. If you're just joining us, the Red Raiders a 31-17 lead. They trailed 17-14 at the half, but a third quarter that was an avalanche of points, 17 unanswered, as Royse City comes up a huge 4th and inches out of the timeout. Well, Herman, remember, if they try to sneak it, they tried to do that earlier, did Royse City, and they failed twice.
Right, all right. And when you talk about the fourth down conversions for Royse City, 1 out of 2 on, well, actually 1 out of 3 on fourth downs tonight.
And it's going to be a rollout, a fake pitch, and a throw. It is caught for a touchdown. And guess who? It's Hudson Hayes. He had 1 catch coming in. He's now got 2, and Royse City goes to a little bit of trickery for the touchdown.
What a call by Royse City. Oh, my goodness. We talked about it during the break. Reese is that they'll probably have a quarterback sneak with the quarterback Richardson, but no, oh no. They roll out and they throw to Hayes, the tight end, for the huge score which they desperately needed.
Zion Alexander was guarding the outside receiver. He nearly came back in for the pass breakup, but was just out of his reach as Brito drives the extra point through, and this is still a ball game. Beginning of the fourth quarter, 11:54 to play, 31-24. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics presented by Wagner Cadillac. Back out of the timeout, 31-24. The edge going to Tyler Legacy, but Royse City has halved their lead. Emilio Brito will kick away. Royse City already tried 1 onside in this game, but they won't try it here. And Brito has got a big-time leg. Another touchback for the junior and Brito. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 25 here for Tyler Legacy. And Herman, Tyler Legacy obviously still leaning on the ground game. They were able to get some stuff going in the pass game in the third quarter, but got to think that they're going to continue to rely on that ground game. That's been really good tonight.
Absolutely. Well, you talk about that 3-prong attack with Ransom, Pearson and also Jace Love. Don't forget about Zay Hood. Remember, he had that touchdown reception in the last drive. Maybe it's an opportunity to go deep to Zay Hood or play action pass with him, because with only one catch, we'll see what he could do in this fourth quarter.
Well, through 3 quarters, Royse City, their aggressiveness defensively and getting up in the receivers' faces with one high safety, it's worked, as Royse City definitely jumped off sides as the snap actually fell on the ground and it's picked up. Was that J.P. Rayner that picked it up? Yes, it was.
On the far side. Yes, sir.
The snap went into the ground. I'm not sure if it was deflected or something along those lines. We'll see if we can get a replay, but regardless, it is a first down for Tyler Legacy. Yeah, I think that ball must have hit Rayner when he was in motion.
Yep.
Would have been offsides, but you'll certainly take a 14-yard run.
Yep.
So unconventional, but a first down nonetheless. Here's Jace Love, the back, as he gets it here, trying to find some room and doesn't find any. Don't think he even got back to the original line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1.
This is a big drive, Reese, when you think about it for the Red Raiders. They have to find a way to respond, maybe take more time off the clock. They don't have to rush it, because for Royse City, they are also potent on offense.
Corey Ransom was injured earlier in the quarter. Remember, he hobbled off, and he's just kind of standing off to the side by the tent right now as Davis looking for Sanders on the slant, and he missed him. Pass game just has not really clicked here tonight for Tyler Legacy. Now it's 3rd and long.
And also that pass was thrown a little bit too high by Davis. You notice, Reese, is that Davis, he's had many high passes in tonight's game. I'd like to find out the reason why, because he really hasn't been like that earlier in the season.
Yeah, Ransom is definitely injured. He is gimpy on that sideline walking around. As Davis back to pass, looking deep. Now he's got to run away, and he is sacked. Got absolutely blasted from the blind side. Sebastian Lopez with the sack. And Royse City, they are certainly not out of it. They're going to get the ball back with a chance to tie or take the lead.
What a big-time play by Sebastian Lopez. Comes from the backside and then just gobbles up the quarterback, Zach Davis, with the loss on that play. So, lo and behold there, Reese, for Royse City, they'll have the football back, 10-plus minutes to play with an opportunity to tie the game.
So here comes a punt from Carson Spillman. The block looks to be on. Royse City looks like they're bringing everybody. Spillman's been a great punter this year. Punted for 45 yards earlier from his own end zone, and this is another missile. Oh, my goodness. Bouncing inside the 10. Can Legacy get there? It's at the 1-yard line. I think they saved it. Carson Spillman with the punt of the year.
My, oh, my. Great special teams. Give Tyler Legacy credit. They're able to pin the football inside the 5 all the way to the 1-yard line. That is what the coaches love, is all-out hustle on special teams.
68-yard punt with all net, 68 on the net. And for Royse City there, if you're the return man, you gotta be catching that football.
Right.
Don't let it bounce. And a great job by the Tyler Legacy special teams unit to bust it to get down there and get to it. That's actually not even Carson Spillman's longest punt of the year. He punted for 76 at Texas High. But what a weapon. I mean, that is an unbelievable punt. And Royse City is going to take over down 7, and they need to go 99 yards to score. Well, you don't usually see punters as player of the game, and that's probably not going to be here today, but
that was a big play, though, Reese.
That is special teams MVP at the very least.
Absolutely.
What a punt from Spillman. We'll see if Tyler Legacy tries for the safety. As it looked like they might have jumped early, Richardson just throws it up, and there is a flag down far side. I think Legacy jumped.
Kind of a risky play there for Royse City.
Yep, but I think that the quarterback in Richardson knew he had a free play, and Luke Allen was the one who came across for Tyler Legacy. So 1st and 5 now from the 6. Definitely gives the Bulldogs some breathing room. Jamion Richardson, the quarterback, hands straight up the middle to Jenkins, who pushes his way out to about the 9-yard line. It's Royse City trying to move the ball all the way the length of the field. Give them a lot of credit. 17 unanswered in the third quarter. They were down 2 scores, but they certainly have not quit.
Yes, exactly. It would be a great time for a turnover for the Red Raiders on defense.
They forced one here in the second half. Richardson, low snap. He just picks it up and runs for it himself and does a good job. He got back to the line of scrimmage. It's still going to be third down, but third down and short once again.
You mentioned earlier, Reese, this is one area in which for the Bulldogs they have struggled. 2 out of 9 on third down conversions tonight.
Yep. Long look over at the sideline for Royse City. Third down and a yard, and if you get back to the line of scrimmage here, this could even be four down territory with how aggressive the Bulldogs have been. Handoff straight up the middle, and it is bottled up right away. Nowhere to go. Luke Allen was the first one in the backfield. He makes up for the offsides penalty.
What a big play by Allen. My, oh my, he just blows up that run, shuts down the Bulldogs on third down. That's what they needed so they could get the football back, try to get some insurance.
So how about that? That is going to take Royse City into a punt formation. I mentioned if they got back to the line of scrimmage, you might go for it. But now 4th and 4, that's pretty much out of the equation. So this will be good field position as well for Tyler Legacy as Brito is halfway into his own end zone. Snap is good. Nearly had one blocked earlier. It's end over end. And a fair catch called for by Hood at the 43-yard line. So credit Carson Spillman to a T there, Herman. He really flips the field and gives him great field position.
Absolutely. And also give credit to the entire defense for Tyler Legacy. Now with a great opportunity with the running attack, Reese. 8 minutes to play, 8+ minutes. Take some time off the clock with your outstanding tandem of running backs. Maybe if they have an opportunity, put it in the red zone to try to put this game away.
Remember, Ransom is a little bit banged up. He is now sitting on the bench on the sideline, so that tells you about maybe what his status for the rest of the game is. Jace Love will start in the backfield. Micah Pearson we haven't seen in a long time either. He's not in the game here as to give us to Love as he tries to work his way, and he did not get anything. Looking for Pearson on the sideline, and I'm not seeing Micah Pearson anywhere either.
Yes, that's surprising to me as well, Reese, especially in this second half after that great start to the game for him.
Yeah, I don't want to speculate, but you got to wonder, is he a little bit dinged up too? I don't even see him on the sideline. Here's a give to Love, who looked like he had a crease, but then on the cutback, Royse City finds him. Just a yard. Tyler Legacy, it's obvious that they just don't have a lot of trust in the pass game right now. Third down and 9. So we tick near 7.5 to play in this one. Tyler High was up big in the third quarter on Cleburne about a half hour ago. I'm assuming that one has gone final. Tyler High looks to now move on to 4-3 on the year, 2-1 in the district. Tyler Legacy also trying to move to 2-1 in the district. Press coverage everywhere. 3rd and 9. It's man. Davis throwing. Rayners got it at about the 38-yard line, maybe the 37. He's knocked out of bounds. We'll see where forward progress is marked at. And they're actually, they're not going to give him very good positioning. They're going to say he only got to the 39 on forward progress. So now it's 4th and about 6 from the 39-yard line. And I wonder if Tyler Legacy tries to just draw Royse City off sides here.
Especially with 6 yards to go there, Reese.
Yep,
so.
And you've got a weapon in Carson Spillman, who can certainly drop it inside the 10. We'll see if Tyler Legacy plays it aggressive. They will. Davis will throw. Drops. Fires. He's got his man for a first down. Zay Hood inside the 30, and he's wrestled backwards by a whole host of Royse City defenders.
Zay Hood only his 2nd reception of the game, Reese, but both of the catches have been big. Touchdown earlier and also was able to convert on that 4th down situation.
Yep, both of his catches have been quite large today. So Davis with a big throw finds the open man on 4th down. Tyler Legacy certainly played that aggressive as they're going to run some time now. We're near 6 minutes to play. A touchdown on this drive, the way it's looking, could be the icing on the cake. You rarely see Tyler Legacy run down the play clock, but we're now inside 5 seconds. Davis will hand to Love straight up the middle, and Jace Love just has not found a lot of room on the past couple of drives.
Great time to kill the clock, Reese. Under 6 minutes to play, especially with this ground attack, which has boded well for them all night long.
The past 2 weeks, Love hadn't got a lot of run in game, just 11 total carries, but he was efficient. This was against both Rockwall Heath and North Forty. 11 touches for 73 yards. Still looking for Micah Pearson on that sideline. I'm not seeing him. As the give is the Love here as he tried to bounce left, now back to the middle, and he got nothing. Royse City is really getting home defensively, and now it's 3rd and 10. We're under 5 minutes to play in this one. We'll see if Tyler Legacy tries to go back towards Zay Hood.
This is another big play upcoming, Reese. Zay Hood, or maybe do a play-action pass or a draw play, which could help the Red Raiders in this situation.
Hood is into the game. Bottom of your screen. As here's a motion and a reverse to DeCarian Holly, who takes the handoff and picks up about 3 yards. So what do you do now? 4th and 7. This would be a season-long field goal try from this distance for August Williford, about 44 yards. And it looks like the field goal team's going to come out. So August Williford, who has been really good overall this year kicking field goals, was good earlier from just 19 yards. 4 of 4 on extra points today, 4 for 5 on field goals this year. This is from 44 yards out. Would put Tyler Legacy ahead, 2 scores. Snap back, hold down, kick is on the way, and it is way right, no good.
Wow, that's a tough decision there, Reese. You mean 4th down and long, either kick a long field goal or maybe a pooch kick to try to pin them down inside the 10-yard line and then just put your trust in your defense. So now, as a result, Royse City will have better field position.
Well, that's a tough spot for Williford, who was trying his season long there. So Tyler Legacy's decision to run it on 3rd and 10 at the 30 does not prove to be a great one as Williford's kick sails wide. So Royse City will get it back on their own 22-yard line. They need a score to tie. We're under 4 minutes to play in this one. Motion man across the way goes Ward. Now back out wide. Richardson takes the snap, rolls that way. It's a throwback screen. Low throw, it's caught. Tyler Legacy's defense rallying to get over there, but just willing his way to the sticks is Jenkins for a 1st down.
What a good call there. You roll out to the right and throw back to the far side. That is where the defensive gaps are open, and a great way to get some extra yards, and that results in the 1st down.
I apologize. That was actually Xavier Watson, who's going to get the carry here once more up the middle for a couple before he's pushed back. So we tick near 3 minutes to play. If Tyler Legacy wants to win tonight, the defense is going to have to come up with a stop here. Richardson back in the shotgun. He's got twins down at the bottom hash. Give up the middle, hit in the backfield, and nowhere to go. Again, it was Watson. Simeon Garner had first contact on him, and then some of his friends came to help him out. And it's going to be 3rd down and about 8, as it appears we have a timeout on the field, and we'll take it with them. Big 3rd down try coming up for Royse City. We've got 2:41 to play. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics, presented by Wagner Cadillac. 3-2. Back here as we pick things up in the fourth quarter. We have 2:41 to play. A big 3rd and 9 here. Richardson with the snap. He rolls to the right. Looking downfield. He's got a man in traffic. Too high. Incomplete. There was some contact as Zion Alexander jawing back and forth with Jameel Ward. And it's going to be 4th down.
One thing about it, that throw by Richardson, that was a rather shaky throw, Reese, because when he rolled out to the right, he threw that in double coverage.
He had him a little bit, but it would have had to take a perfect throw, and it was definitely not that. So 4th and 9, Royse City will go for it on their own 40-yard line. Hard to blame them. They do have 2 timeouts. So if they are stopped, they have a chance to stop Tyler Legacy right back, and actually they're going to burn one of the timeouts right here, right now. Interesting. So Andrew Colvin wanting to talk over with his team, Herman, but that timeout does hurt you a lot because if you don't pick this up, you're making it really hard to get the ball back.
Absolutely, and then from there, Tyler Legacy will have the football on plus side territory with 2+ minutes, and all they need to do is just run it a couple of times to put the game away. So yes, that's sometimes you have to wonder. I know things go pretty fast there on the sidelines, and also especially you're working with young scholar athletes, but yes, you want to hold that timeout just in case, especially if Tyler Legacy has the football later on.
Tyler Legacy this year has only led once after leading by 3 quarters. They have that tonight and right here, right now. When scoring over 30 as well, they're 2-1 this year.
Yeah.
They're trying to go to 3-4 in the year. And we talked about it pregame. We thought they would have to pass the ball a lot for a lot of yards to win. They haven't done that, but they're still in position. 4th and 9 here for Royse City. This may be the ball game. Richardson rolls out. It's the throwback screen, not open. Across the way, and Hayes incomplete. It looked like they were trying to throwback screen initially. They go to Hayes again, and an inaccurate pass.
Hayes was open, Reese, at the far side 40-yard line. He had his man open. It was the perfect call, but unfortunately, Richardson just threw an errant pass to that far sideline, wide to the right, incomplete pass, and as a result, turnover on downs. Tyler Legacy with the football, a chance to put this game away.
Well, if you remember, late in the first half, Hayes was open for a wide open touchdown on a 3rd down, and he was missed. Hayes this year came in with 1 catch. He's been in 4 really big spots today, but Richardson just flat out missed him that time.
Mistakes will kill you all the time in this game of football.
So Royse City now has to get a stop. Motion man across the way as the give is to Jace Love right up the middle, and a decent run this time as he pushes forward towards about the 38-yard line, and Royse City is going to use that, or are they? Yep, they are. They are going to use that final timeout. And Herman, now that they're out of timeouts, 2:23 to play, Tyler Legacy before any time during the play runs is going to be able to run it down to about 125, and then both plays you run after this, you're going to have, what, 5-10 seconds plus a potential punt, even if Royse City can get that.
Absolutely, because you still have 2 more downs. Give it to your setback, Jace Love, who's played very well in this second half in relief. But also, when you think about it, he's been outstanding in this entire campaign. So, yes, run it a couple of times. Then if you have to force the punt, try to pooch it again inside the 10-yard line. Force Royse City to drive the length of the field with no timeouts.
Tyler Legacy this year, in all 4 of their losses, they have not thrown for more than 162 yards.
Right.
They are well under that figure tonight, but are in position.
Yep.
Zach Davis has had a pretty good second half. Threw a touchdown to Zay Hood. 2nd and 8. Give is up the middle. Love splits the defense. Jace Love is going to win it for the Red Raiders. Touchdown, Tyler Legacy.
And for Love, that's his 6th touchdown run of the season. Puts the game on ice with a huge 38-yard sprint off the middle, untouched for the big score for the Red Raiders. Well, incredible.
They had tried Love again and again the past couple of drives up the middle without a ton of success. That time he squeezes through an open gap, and the big boys up front spark him for 6. Extra point by Williford, as it looked like Royse City might have jumped. I do not see a flag. The extra point is good, and Tyler Legacy has virtually put this one away. 38-24. We've got 2:13 to play in this one. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics, presented by Wagner Cadillac. Welcome back here from Royse Stadium in Tyler. 38-24 here late in the fourth quarter. The Red Raiders with a comfortable lead as Carson Spillman not on the field this time. Tyler Legacy is just going to kick away straight. No, it's a squib kick up the middle and a diving stop, like a shortstop out there. And making the catch is Thomas Neville. Looked like he was going deep in the hole at the 6th position on the diamond that time to get to that one.
That's a great analogy there, Reese, because, of course, this week is the baseball playoffs.
Yep. Big games tomorrow.
Yes, yes. Of course, the Yankees advanced.
Guardians, Tigers tomorrow. That's a big one.
Yep.
So Tyler Legacy, they can kind of play off the ball a little bit here if they want. But Royse City, I mean, they just have not been able to get the passing game going in the second half. We're pretty good in the first half, but just nothing really going in the second half. Here's a dangerous throw down the middle and a little bit high. Ethan Brown jumping up to try to make the interception. Jamion Richardson was 5 of 7 for 95 yards at the break, and second half just has not been as kind to him. Tyler Legacy playing several defensive backs on the field right now. Kylan Bell in right now at safety, trying to keep everything over the top, as well as Ethan Brown, Braden Brown. Here's a rollout straight to the left. Richardson looking, firing, and way high again. Incomplete.
Well, Reese, I think this is a situation you have a quarterback. He's really unaccustomed to going into the pocket, setting your feet, and throwing the football. So that's what we're seeing here tonight. It's really a lack of experience, even though Richardson is a junior, but he's more like a running type of a quarterback instead of a drop back of a passer, which you need in this type of situation.
So it's 3rd and 10 here. Royse City needing the 42-yard line, and they're just going to run it here. Straight up the middle, now bouncing to the right near the marker, and finally knocked out of bounds. That is Xavier Watson, the ball carrier, and yep, they're going to move the chains. First down. So Royse City, when everybody thinking they have to pass, they go to the run, and it works. But time is getting late. No timeouts. You're under 2 minutes to play now. And you got to start taking some shots here if you're the Bulldogs. Dwayne Williams now in the game at safety. Tyler Legacy trying to blanket everything, and that is just an inaccurate throw.
Another example, you have to set your feet and then step into the throw and then fire the football. So Richardson did not do that. I think it's really just a lack of practice, really, when you think about it, Reese, because he's used to playing quarterback in a different type of way. But what we've seen in the last several minutes is he's having problems with the mechanics. I think that could really be straightened out really through off-season conditioning and working out. You
Yeah.
really can't do that during the season.
His game is really dual threat, not conventional drop back passer. As here's a give straight up the middle. They're going to go right back to the run game, and Watson's got another first down. So Royse City needing to move quickly. They haven't been able to move it with the pass, but the run has worked.
When you think about it, 147, if they score quickly, onside kick, you never know.
Yeah, well, they will have to get the onside kick to have a chance, but they got to score first.
Yes.
That is definitely the most prevalent. Although they have to put some pep into their step because they can't score with, 15 seconds on the clock and expect to get an onside kick and then be able to go down and score.
Right.
They need 2 touchdowns. This isn't a situation where they need a field goal and a touchdown. I mean, they have to get it into the end zone twice. And play action. Richardson looking long, and instead he's hit when he threw it incomplete. Simeon Garner applying the pressure. I had gazed my eyes downfield. I thought he got rid of it completely, but evidently not.
Yes, he's able to come from that backside, Reese, to put the hit on Richardson, so his timing was off on that delivery. One thing I noticed about Richardson as well, Reese, it seems a little bit jittery in the pocket. Have you noticed that? He seems like he's unable to be comfortable and to settle into his deliveries. That's one thing I noticed in this second half out of Richardson.
Simeon Garner doing his best to apply pressure. 4th in the district in sacks. Rolling to the left here, throwing to the left, and is off the hands of the intended receiver, Braylon Chapman. 3rd down. Royse City has not completed a pass on this drive, but they have moved it a little bit thanks to the run. I believe that's 0 of 6 on this drive.
Right. Yes, sir. And for Chapman, that's a play that you have to make the catch. You have to help out your young quarterback there, and especially wide open the flat. You have to make that catch, especially at this time of the game.
Richardson is going to hand again, and another big run on 3rd and long. Royse City will pick it up. It's Watson again. If you're Tyler Legacy on 3rd down, you might as well just try blitzing.
Right. Like we worked a few plays ago. So, absolutely, especially against a quarterback who's struggling in the pocket.
Play action again. Richardson looking deep downfield. Now he's got to roll away, steps away, throws into traffic, and it is caught at the 14-yard line. It's Hudson Hayes again.
Hayes has pretty much been their only reliable receiver.
Especially in the second half.
Yes, indeed. He's come up with big catches in the game.
That was a pretty good throw there by Richardson, falling away. Looked like it was a dangerous throw, but it had to be a perfect throw to avoid that, and it was.
That's his best throw of the night.
So 1st and goal here from the 14. Cross Joplin, the receiver, in motion. Here's a throw onto the flat for Hayes, who can't corral it. Was a bit off the mark, had to reach out with one hand, and incomplete. And it looks like we have another injured Bulldog down on the field, as the medical staff is going to go out there and take a look at him. We'll step aside. It's going to be 2nd and 10 here from the 14-yard line. 1:10 to play in this one. Tyler Legacy leading by 14. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics, presented by Wagner Cadillac. So the injured Bulldog on the play was the center, and Daniel rolled in. So Adrian Navarro, the senior, is going to come out on the field and take over. And it's kind of a big injury for Royse City because this is your snapper.
Right.
So a new snapper and Navarro in, fresh off the bench. Shotgun look here for Jamian Richardson. as he's got play action, throwing over the middle and open for a touchdown for Royse City. That is Kamarion Clark. He was wide open, and an improbable drive by the Bulldogs ends with 6. They complete just 2 passes on the drive, but they go 68 yards for the score.
But that was an excellent throw by Richardson, one of his better throws in the entire night. He was able to drop back into the pocket, had time, fires over the middle, and then Clark was able to make that catch across the middle in the end zone for the score.
Extra point try once again by Brito. It's up, and it is good. So it's not over yet. It is 38-31 as now the scoreboard is corrected, and we'll keep it here during the break. You got to recover this onside kick, obviously, if you're Tyler Legacy. If you recover it, it's game over. However, if Royse City recovers it, it becomes a little bit dicey.
Absolutely. So for the Red Raiders, who have all their hands-on team on the football field to recover this onside kick attempt. But I tell you what, when you take a look at that drive for Royse City, the quarterback, Richardson, a little bit shaky, but he's able to respond with a couple of decent throws at the end of the drive, which resulted in a touchdown. But, Reese, I like when you mentioned earlier that why not for the Red Raiders, why not blitz a little bit more against a young quarterback who is unaccustomed to being a drop-back type of a passer. So that's one thing maybe to discuss when they have their meetings next week.
Hands team on the field for Tyler Legacy. You can see a bunch of receivers on the field, including J.P. Rayner. Bo Slaughter, the tight end, in there. We'll see which side Royse City decides to kick it. Initial looks tell us it's coming towards the left side. Here we go. This is the ball game right here, for better or worse. And now there goes a motion man for Royse City. Here's the onside kick. There is a flag down at the start of the play, and Tyler Legacy falls on it. It is recovered by, guess who? Zay Hood.
Yes.
On the hands team picks it up. The flag on the play. And this is going to be for an illegal shift, I believe. Yeah, illegal formation, actually, on Royse City.
Well, that's a situation there, Reese, that on that onside kick, you might as well have it in your best player's hands, and Zay Hood is able to recover that onside kick for the Red Raiders.
So it will be 1st and 10 here. Tyler Legacy getting ready to just knee it down. They're only going to have to take a couple of knees. Zach Davis and the crew back out onto the field. And this will wrap up the 2nd straight season with a victory for Tyler Legacy over Royse City. They won at Royse City last year, 34-31. There's a knee by Davis. He'll have to take one more. And Herman, for Tyler Legacy, this was a needed win. We said it coming in. Wasn't always pretty, but they count all the same, and they dug deep when they needed to.
Absolutely, especially in that second half. They're able to make adjustments and also come back with that strong running attack, and also give credit to the entire coaching staff of the Red Raiders. And now for Tyler Legacy, 2-1 in district play. That looks very good, and now they're in the thick of the race.
They are indeed in the thick of the race, as that knee should do it, as there's some jawing at the end of this. Demarion Johnson jawing with a couple of Royse City defenders, as now they're running towards the Tyler Legacy sideline and now being ushered off. It looked like Jeremiah Byers was the one jawing with him. And that is going to do it here tonight from Royse Stadium. Tyler Legacy with a huge district win. They improved to 3-4 and 2-1 overall in the district. We're going to step aside for about a couple of minutes here. Back on camera, we'll break this one all down. But for now, your final 38-31. Tyler Legacy victorious over Royse City. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics, presented by Wagner Cadillac. Stick around for the postgame show. We're back here from Royse Stadium. I'm Reese Lannon, joined to my left by Dr. Herman Howard. Tyler Legacy victorious tonight, 38-31 on homecoming night. They improved to 3-4 on the year. Wasn't always pretty, but count all the same. And they dug deep when they had to, like I said.
Well, Reese, when you think about it, it's really a game of two halves.
Yes.
The first half, they really struggled with the turnovers and mistakes, and that perhaps that long break especially it's a homecoming game, the coaches were able to make adjustments, especially on offense and defense. And in that second half, we really saw a different team for Tyler Legacy with the ground attack and also really controlling the line of scrimmage. That really proved to be the difference in the game.
Yeah, they controlled the line of scrimmage, certainly offensively. We saw the touchdown love by Jace Love to put it on ice, but the offensive line did a good job opening up holes. Micah Pearson had over 100 yards. Corey Ransom, before he left due to injury, had a pretty good game. You saw Jace Love, obviously, and Tyler Legacy. This is their first win without throwing the ball all over the yard, but they didn't really have to. Their defense gave up some points, but they made plays when it mattered, especially in that third quarter. They did a great job. They blanked them on that scoreboard in the third quarter.
Yes, in that second half, when you think about it, the difference was the defense, how they were able to control the line of scrimmage and also really force the tempo of action in that second half of play. And also, I think the players were more inspired in the second half. I think that really was a big difference because that talk, the halftime talk by the coaches with the players in the locker room really motivated them, and they came out a totally different team. And as a result, Reese, now for Tyler Legacy, 2-1 in district play.
Well, we talked about they need this one because you get Longview, who's firing on all cylinders next, then Rockwall, who's been really good in the past couple of years, and then Forney to close out the year. So just getting one, that gets you close. You're 2-1 now. You play 6 district games in total. Now you win one of the last 3 and you're in, and that's the spot that you want to be in.
Absolutely. So for the Red Raiders, they are really in a good situation, 2-1, heading into the tough part of their schedule, but also they have another home game upcoming. So anything could happen with a good week of practice, also a chance to heal, and also with film prep and study. I think that for Tyler Legacy, they will be right in the mix of everything, and also a chance to win several more games in this latter half of the season.
Well, on the side of Royse City, it was kind of the night of missed opportunities. The penalties in the first half, you felt like in the second half they let a couple chances go by the wayside. They did some good things, and they do have a lot of talent on that team. They just didn't really put it all together tonight. And that's what they had to do to win here in Tyler.
Yeah, especially on the road and also in district play. You have to be consistent. They had a fine first half, but in that second half, again, a lot of penalties and mistakes and miscues, mental errors for them. And to be honest with you, to really be competitive in this really competitive district. It's a tough district.
Yes.
You have to be consistent. You have to play smart football, and also you have to tackle well, and also you just have to be able to manage the game efficiently. And also in regards to the quarterback play, really Richardson, he really struggled in that second half. He had some good throws, but you have to be consistent. And I think what we talked about during the broadcast is that perhaps what he has to do, maybe take the summertime really to work on his mechanics as far as throwing the football, being comfortable in the pocket, and also seeing all of his reads, but being able to make a throw, not only to make a throw, but also to step into the pocket and also to throw with authority as a quarterback.
Well, Royse City is still going to be in search of their first district win. Like I said, 3-3 probably gets you in the playoffs in this district, only a 7-team district. However, 2-4 is probably not going to do it. So when you look at it that way, Royse City is going to have to win out. Like I said, they did some good things, and they got a first-year head coach, Andrew Colvin, who clearly is aggressive and has an offense fine-tuned. They just got to clean up on some things. For Tyler Legacy next week at Longview, that's about as tough as it gets. Tyler Legacy has not won at Longview in nearly 20 years. It has been a long time since they won about 45 minutes to Royse. That's what they're going to have to do next week. When we talk about Tyler High, they won tonight against Cleburne, still working to get a final score in that one, but I know they did win that football game. We're going to have Tyler High next week, who's going to be 2-1 in the district as well, and they're also in a 7-team district, so they have a chance to clinch as well next week.
Absolutely. That's going to be a big game next week, Reese, especially back at home.
And also Centennial.
Indeed, and I think what the key for, actually, when you talk about Tyler High is that they have to maintain their consistency on offense, where they struggled a little bit early in the season, up and down, but they need that one game in which they play offense, defense, and special teams at a high momentum, and hopefully next week that will be the game that for Tyler High that they'll have that outcome.
Well, and it's funny, we get up here and critique everything after they just scored 38 offensive points. So I guess we're the dummies here. You guys can laugh at us. Tyler Legacy scored 38 offensive points. At any rate, you got to be happy with that no matter who you play.
Absolutely. And also a win is a win.
Yes.
And on top of that, it's a homecoming win and also a district win. That's even more important. So kudos to Tyler Legacy. Credit to the coaching staff and also the fine scholar athletes and also the supporters who were able to come out tonight. A big-time win by Tyler Legacy. Congratulations.
Well, Tyler Legacy, like I said, at Longview next week. Senior night will be on October 25th. That's in 2 weeks, their final home game of the year against Rockwell. And when you look at the 3 teams remaining on the schedule, that is probably the most winnable game against Rockwell. We'll see what happens next week at Longview. Could win and clinch right then. But we'll see. Herman, do you have any final thoughts before we sign off here? A solid victory for the Red Raiders.
It was. And also, when you think about it, it was a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah, it was a good game.
Yes, it was. On top of that, also, the atmosphere, the crowd, had a chance to talk to some of the fans at halftime. And people are just excited for this program.
Yep.
Not only for the program, but also for the student athletes, the coaches, the entire community. That was great to see tonight on homecoming. And it was just fun to be out here, and it was a great game tonight. And also congratulations to Tyler Legacy, the way they're able to bounce back after really a sluggish start in the first half, but they're able to put everything together, especially with the ground attack in that second half and the offensive line and defensive line that really made a difference.
Well, Tyler Legacy, certainly after that 0-3 start, we were thinking, oh, no, this thing's going downhill. They've won 3 out of 4. They've really rebounded nicely. They look to make it 4 out of 5 next week, maybe even clinch a district playoff berth. Well, until next time, I'm Reese Landon, joined to my left by Dr. Herman Howard. Our final here tonight, Tyler Legacy 38, Royse City 31. Join us next Friday, our Tyler ISD Athletics Game of the Week. It's Tyler High and Burleson Centennial. That one is a 7 o'clock start time. We'll be on the airways at about 6:45. Have a great night, everyone.